This is episode 500 of the You Know My Name podcast.
500.
Can't say my name anymore.
500.
I've decided that it's very douchey if you say your own name. You know,
Joe Rogan.
as much as you possibly could avoid
I'll say
your own name.
500.
This episode is brought to you by LegalZoom. Any legal troubles, Tom Rhodes?
Not lately.
Phew. Doug Stanhope, any
Not
legal
yet.
troubles?
Not yet.
The
Well,
night
if you
is young.
do have legal troubles, like say if you want, well, here's the best use of it. Not troubles, but issues, like incorporation. You can incorporate with LegalZoom. Did you know that?
Yes, I know that.
Did you know you could do it cheap? You could form an LLC for just under $99 or just $99 and up.
Before I fuck a girl on the road, I have paperwork that's printed off from LegalZoom.com saying that she is consenting to be here.
You're going to need that someday. We're going to need videotaped confessions. It's very important. So
Does
congratulations on
LegalZoom
taking that first step.
have this
I
option?
don't, maybe we can ask them.
You know what? I think it's a project they're working on it. The
Why are
good
you
folks
putting
at-
Mocaine in there? What are you doing?
Because it just said, what are you searching for? And just
What's Mocaine?
mushrooms and cocaine.
Oh, do you think that LegalZoom knows about that?
They say no.
Don't put that in a commercial.
They're not actual legal representatives, but they do provide a fantastic service, so you can be your own legal representative.
Exactly, Douglas Stanhope.
Such a good pitch, man.
On top of that, you're probably the best ever. And on top of that, they can connect you to an attorney if you panic, a third-party attorney. So if the shit hits the fan, you're filling out the LegalZoom paperwork, and you're like, you know what? I feel very jaily. I feel like I'm going to jail. I'm feeling kind of
You can call that emergency number from LegalZoom. They'll look out the window, read a billboard, and send you to some Saul Goodman Breaking Bad motherfucker.
No, they
And
won't
for the
do
record,
that,
Saul
Douglas.
Goodman did a hell of a job in that.
Good goddamn attorney. Anyway, this month, LegalZoom... This is the part I'm supposed to read. This month, LegalZoom celebrates innovation by helping you launch your dream. How do you do that, LegalZoom?
Paternity
Let's
is
be
my
honest.
favorite. What about you, Tom?
Oh my
Paternity
God.
lawsuits?
You ever been accused in a paternity suit?
No, I haven't.
I was about 10 years ago. It was frightening.
Oof, that's rough.
Do we have time for the story? We still
Yeah,
in a
we'll do it
commercial?
after the commercial. I want to hear it.
I want to hear your
Unless you're going to
paternity.
bum me out, man.
No.
Okay. Anyway, go to LegalZoom.com, please, so I can stop. And use the referral code Rogan at checkout to save some money. Celebrate innovation with LegalZoom through the end of June and get a special price on trademark, copyright, or provincial patent applications by using the referral code Rogan at checkout. Do it, Doug Stanhope. You know you want to.
Hey, you know that collection of fucking Chewbacca's and other Star Wars memorabilia that's your only valuables? Who's going to get that if you die?
Who's that guy? Who are you hanging out with? We're also brought to you
Talking
by
to the
Ting.
listeners.
Yeah, I don't think there's a lot of dudes out there.
You
that
don't
are
want
like
your
that.
stepmother getting those collectibles. Go to LegalZoom. Get a will.
What if they're signed? Who is Chewbacca? Everybody knows who Han Solo was. You know, everybody knows that's Harrison
Oh, I have
Ford.
him in the death pool. Stanhope Celebrity Death Pool. Hey, I get a
What's-
plug.
yeah, please. What's the
Chewbacca
guy's
is
name?
a actual like 7-foot dude that's aging now, and I was gonna take him in my death pool, and then Joby, the guy who runs it, said I already got him. We did some insider
you have
trading.
To,
I'm like,
you
oh,
can't
fuck.
all have the same guys. You
They're
can't
like
sh-
Great
share
Danes,
guys.
7-foot guys at 60 years old. No, you're not around for long.
Yeah,
but-
somebody asked that to Wilt Chamberlain. He went up to Wilt Chamberlain and was having a conversation with him. It's like, you know, guys that are this as tall as you, they don't really live forever. And apparently Wilt Chamberlain was like, hey, man, fuck you.
Was it Stuttering
You know?
John?
I don't know who it was, but it was rude and
Wow.
true, apparently. It's hard to pump all that blood up into that ticker.
Yeah.
7-foot tall dude.
If I was 7 foot tall, I'd be in bed right now.
Does it
My legs over my heart.
does the reverse work? If you're like a small person, do you live longer?
No,
Like
no, they
4-foot tall
die quick
people?
too. I won a lot of Guinness Book in my last death pool picks.
Where do you?
Do
what
you
do
think
go
midgets would
for?
make it to 100? That
Do you
would be
go-
like
do you-
the...
what's like the good like size to live long? It's like 5'4", 5'.
What's the world average? Is 5'3", right?
The Chinese tend to live a long time. I know Brian, my fucking filthy Scotsman manager, is chomping at the bit because he knows all these dumb facts. But he said Mediterranean people tend to live the longest. But I
I
would
think
say
that's
that
a diet
it's
thing, though, right?
the
Yeah.
Asians.
And also,
Fruit
like,
and fish.
they get around a lot of other nice people. They have these villages. They all know each other. There's a lot of love that apparently actually extends lifespan.
Less stress.
Yeah, a lot less stress. Very Bisbee-like, Doug Stanhope.
A lot of things that they don't account for when they just generalize people.
Exactly.
They say Asians don't get a lot of lung cancer, but they have no dairy in their diet. So they take those two things and go, oh, well, I won't drink milk and eat cheese, and I'll just keep chain smoking, and I'll be Japanese forever.
I don't know what you're talking about, but we're also brought to you by Ting. And if you go to rogan.ting.com, you can save yourself some money and some excellent cell phone service, Doug Stanhope. Ting uses a Sprint backbone, which means these sound so goofy when you're doing them in the middle. We should have.
When you have to look at your friends when you're doing it?
Should have done them first.
You know what? Tom and I will just stare at you blankly and roll our eyes.
We'll thumb wrestle
Listen,
while he
man,
does the commercials.
I'm not embarrassed to do a goddamn commercial. How dare you?
Hey,
The only way you get paid is if you do a commercial.
they have that new Galaxy S5 on there though, with the thumbprint scanner and all the heart rate monitor. Though,
Yeah,
so they
you can do that on an iPhone too. I just found out that a lot.
Oh.
Actually, you do that on almost any phone that has a camera.
Really?
They have these applications. You read. It reads the flash. Jamie showed it to me. It reads the flash from the phone. Apparently, lights up your thumb, and through that, the camera can see the actual blood pumping in your finger.
Jesus.
And so that's how it reads your actual heartbeat from an application on a regular phone.
I just want to stay alive to see what
Amazing.
shit is like in 20 years. If
fucking
technology is
amazing.
so incredible now, what's
What are
it
you
going to be
looking
like
for,
in
Stanhope?
20 years?
Lighter?
My cigarettes.
I don't know.
Biggie
You
minute.
have to
I have
talk
a
to
full
someone.
pack of cigarettes
one of
somewhere.
mine.
How accurate is that?
You got
though?
'em?
Like, is there
Super
Check out there.
accurate. Super accurate. Yeah, it's dead on. I've tried it with that and a heart rate monitor at the same time. It's dead on. It's crazy.
You know what I've heard about Ting is they're fantastic.
Oh, you haven't heard that.
I-
Don't bullshit people, Doug
It
Stanhope.
was trending on Twitter.
What Ting does is they rent time on the Sprint backbone, but they do it in a way where you can cancel anytime you want. You own your phone. It's not any bullshit where you have to pay them back $300 because
No
you're really
contract?
financing. No contract.
Fucking scam. Biggest scam in the world.
Not only that, no early termination fees, which is another big scam. Here's another scam: the actual minutes. When they charge you X minutes, you get 50 minutes per month, and this amount of data. The reality is, a lot of times you pay for way more than you're using. You're not using a lot of your minutes. With Ting, you only pay for what you use. It really is a great way to do it. Like you don't have to, you don't have a, $250 a month bill or whatever the fuck it is. It's like if you were out of the country, or if you were only making a few calls in a week, if you say, you know what, I'm not even fucking texting people anymore, your shit will drop down to nothing.
Ting is like a good bookie. It's $20. Just let it ride. Go ahead.
Well, they know. Well, you need your phone, Doug Stanhope. You could live out in the middle of nowhere, but you're gonna have a fucking phone on you. And even you switched over to a smartphone.
Yes,
you
I did.
devilish bastard.
Yes, I did.
You hung into that flip phone.
I got turned on to Uber, but even my Uber doesn't work right. So it's not me. Brian put Uber on my phone, and he goes, "No, put it on your phone," because he's a cheap fuck.
That's a
and
good
it's like,
Scottish accent.
but it
dude.
doesn't-
You're a wizard with that accent.
I'm a perfect Brian. Brian Hennigan doesn't even have a proper Scottish accent.
What's it doing, Doug?
He talks like it doesn't tell. It does. It tells me I'm somewhere else.
Yeah, I could
It told
show
me
you,
I was in fucking North Hollywood when I was in West Hollywood.
I could show you, fix that for you.
Yeah,
Well,
it's
good.
probably something wrong with you. You probably are hiding some shit from the government, so it doesn't know exactly where you are. That's what it is. Like you hide some of those location services because you're worried they're gonna fucking close in on you. Like the
Living off the
Bisbee
grid
Police Department.
Yeah, living off the grid is as easy as not knowing how to use your fucking cell phone.
It really is.
Let's go bust this guy. He's in North Hollywood. No, I'm not. I just don't know how to use Uber.
Yeah, go to rogan.ting.com, save $25.
I love Ting.
rogan.ting.com. All
It's
right.
the cell
We don't
phones
need
this-
any more commercials.
It's
Get
the
some
cell
music
phone they
playing.
used in space. Oh, that's
No,
Tang.
they didn't. That's
That's
Tang.
Tang. Sorry.
Oh, you funny. We good?
Joe Rogan Podcast, check it out.
The Joe Rogan Experience.
Train by day, Joe Rogan Podcast by night, all day.
Ting, not to be confused with Tang. Tang, remember when we were kids?
What if
that
they
was like the big thing.
partnered up? Go ahead. Sorry.
It'd be crazy. Ting Tang.
You could sip the delicious juice while you
No,
use it.
your cup doubles as a phone. Your Tang cup. They sell you pimp style Tang cups with rhinestones around them. Remember when we were kids? Tang was like the big thing. Yeah, it came from the space program.
big Google.
Oh. Like it made it good.
Yeah.
Tang was fucking terrible. It was dog shit, fake orange juice.
Yeah,
But
maybe
we were
they'll
always
sell
like,
MREs as a great dinner.
That was one of the
Have you ever
first
eaten
commercial. That was one of the first product placement things. Like
Yeah.
The Tang people totally. I mean, that wasn't good for people.
It's ridiculous.
And they sold that as like the astronaut drink.
Proper
so like,
nutrition.
You know,
Yeah, it was like
generations of
Gatorade.
Americans
Vitamin
drank
C.
that
It
shit.
It was homemade Gatorade. We were
yeah,
all
the
like,
watered down
hey,
shitty
We're getting our
Gatorade.
fucking
Without the
astronaut vitamins.
electrolytes.
Yeah, Tang's.
I'm gonna be an astronaut.
Is Tang
Stir.
still around? Is Tang still around?
I'm sure,
sure it
yeah.
is.
Let's find out if Tang's still around.
Yeah, it's still around.
You know, if people
Four people
today,
somewhere are drinking it.
people today are so unimpressed. If you know, if Tang was like, "Yeah, it's the astronaut program," they're like, "Bitch, where's your astronauts now?"
Right.
There's like YouTube comments like, "Where's your astronauts? Who's going to the moon?"
Yeah, the last
your
famous
Tang.
astronaut was a stalker racing from Florida to Houston to stab a lover or something.
Well, I've been doing a
Yeah,
bit that
wearing a diaper. She was
Wearing a diaper so she didn't have
Yeah.
to stop.
Yeah,
I wish
she
Bingo could
drove-
learn that trick.
She drove the entire time and she shit herself.
she was an astronaut. She was crazy.
Oh yeah, bitch was crazy. Tang the drink. It seems like it's still around.
Most of that shit, if you look it up, you can buy it. If you can't find it in a store, you can find it online. Quisp cereal and
Yeah.
old candy.
Oh,
We're
they have
talking
an
about
original.
marathon bars.
There's an original Tang. Tang is sold in both powdered and ready to drink form.
Oh, New Tang is where they jumped the shark.
Did
So
they?
You
You could
can
buy
get original Tang now.
Yeah, you could actually buy like a sugar-free version of Tang containing aspartame.
Wow.
Oh, let's put more cancer in your diabetes.
Hey, listen, Doug Stanhope, there's 10% of the RDA of vitamin A, calcium, vitamin E, and riboflavin.
10%.
10%. So 10 glasses of Tang and you're covered.
That's almost half what Cocoa Puffs has.
It's got 100% of your vitamin C. Oh, that's actually pretty good. 100% of your vitamin C is not that much, though. The people that think you should take vitamin C think you should take like a good amount of it. Like take that shit all the time. But Doug Stanhope, you just take cigarettes and you're fine. You don't need me.
This week I've been bad, but I had quit a lot.
You quit a lot. You held it
Yeah.
back. Have you ever
I-
tried the electronic route?
Yeah, we've talked about this.
Yeah?
Yeah, Red Band said he was coughing up blood.
They're a lot better now. Like the newer ones are.
No, they're terrible because I quit a month ago and I made it 2 weeks and I tried like 4 different brands and I was sucking on them constantly.
Yeah.
And I was off the cigs for a couple of weeks, but my lungs were killing me at one point. And then it comes a point where you're like, well, fuck, give me a cigarette because you're just getting like blasts and blasts of nicotine, like more nicotine than you would be get from just having a cigarette.
I did great when I was at home alone. I had like 6 weeks off, and I mean, there's full weeks I didn't smoke. And then
Yeah.
sometimes someone would show up at my house that smokes, and I'd steal a cigarette, so I'd smoke a couple. And then 6 weeks of 95% quit smoking, went on the road, and I'm like, all right, now I'm just gonna bum them from the fucking opening acts.
Yeah.
Whoever I
what
find outside smoking, I send Bingo out to go get me a couple cigarettes before the show. And this week, it's just after the fucking first night of party we were talking about. I'm buying packs. Fuck it.
Well, once you say fuck it, and that's the problem with being a comic, is you're inclined to say fuck it more often than not because it seems like the comic choice. You know, when you're in that situation, you're like, come on, what's the
This
fuck?
show
Well, no,
must go
but
on.
I think there's a point that I made it. I quit a month ago and I made it 2 weeks and I wasn't working.
Right.
And it was once I went back and I did shows in Atlanta and I was bumming them off the staff, and then I was in Minneapolis the next weekend after that and like snuck a pack and then just said fuck it. I mean, I think like when you because I was doing shows and that's my rhythm and having a
Right.
cig and
Do
getting
you have
ready.
a cigarette on stage while you're
Never.
doing shows?
No, I don't want to influence the kids. But like
Before and after. Yeah.
Well, that was a thing where at the Comedy Store it was a big deal because guys would smoke on stage and the audience members couldn't smoke because there was a provision in the
Oh,
law
right. It's a
that
part of a
allowed-
show.
Yeah, as a part of the performance, you're allowed to smoke. But I think they dropped that. I don't think they allow you to do
a
that
lot of
anymore.
places. I remember because I did that immediately. I was doing that when they passed it in California. Once I found out about that law, and I was doing it in Minneapolis, and then a bar started doing that as a night where smokers could be on stage, and so the place is just all smoking, but you had to be on the
Everyone's
stage.
part of the performance,
So
so
they
they could
pushed
smoke,
it
right?
so far into their face that they changed the law, and I think most places have changed the law.
Yeah, that sucks. They fucked it up.
Remember when we started, the clubs, everyone smoked in the
Yeah.
in the 80s. And
Honestly,
those rooms were,
I didn't mind back then.
I loved it. And the
I mean-
smoke would dance in the spotlight.
Yeah.
You're on stage. It was sexy. It was like
pretty.
a film noir movie.
There is something about it, man, and pool halls as well. I don't like it. I don't like cigarettes. I think they're disgusting, and it scares me when I see my friends smoke because I know you're going to die ugly. I know you're going to die ugly,
Oh,
and
I've
I love
seen
you.
it, yeah.
I tell this guy all the time, I love him, but he smokes. And when I see him smoke, I get scared. I get scared that you're locked up in a wrestling match with a dragon. It's a dark demon that's going to slowly rot you out from the insides, and it tricks you into doing it. it sucks you into its web with habit and novelty and the idea that it's beautiful to fucking smoke and suck it
but
in.
it
and
feels
it's-
good.
I know. That's one thing. And then the other thing is it becomes a part of your body. It becomes a part of you. You need it. It becomes your system. Your body gets integrated into accepting this.
I feel like I
on a
got my
daily
equipment
basis.
when I don't know, something about having a pack of cigarettes and a lighter on me. You know,
Well, listen, I'm not judging. You know, I have friends that smoke.
feel
I'm
like
just
you're all
telling
set.
you my
oh, you're all
feelings.
set. You're secure. You know, I got what I need.
Retirement? Fuck that. I got a carton.
And I'm a hypocrite because I like smoking weed. And I don't think smoking weed is bad for you. It's certainly not bad for you in the same way. Not addictive in
Now,
the same
once
way.
the cigarette companies get a hold of it,
But either way, I don't think it's the best thing for you. Is it the best thing in the world for you to smoke a plant? You know, it's
But
like
I thought you went straight to vaporizer and edibles.
I do
now.
those too. Yeah, I like edibles the most.
I just watched you smoke, so shut
Yeah.
the fuck up.
No, I do that too. I mean,
mean, me.
it's what. Oh yeah, but I'm hypocritical in that sense because like smoking's not good. It's not good to smoke something. You know, anything we like Diaz like stopped smoking. He only eats it and uses a
Yeah.
vaporizer because he said his lungs started feeling way better once he did that. But
I
he
believe
would
it. And the
smoke
edibles,
a lot.
the edibles, as someone who doesn't live in California, the edibles here are ridiculous. You got every candy, Jolly Rancher
Mm-hmm.
candy weed, York peppermint patties, anything you can think of, they've duplicated exactly like candy or.
Well, there's a little bit of an
popsicles.
issue. There is a little bit of an issue with it. It's beautiful that it exists, and I'm a complete libertarian in the idea that you should be able to. You almost lit your filter.
Yeah, but this place is the weed culture in California is so more evolved than Amsterdam.
Yeah, well, they're so powerful that it's really like an intense psychedelic. If you eat one of these pot brownies or these Chiba Chews, they have these Chiba Chews that are like 7. How many? What's the milligrams?
Take 1/4 if you don't want to die as
Yeah,
fast.
I mean they're insane. If you take the whole, it's one candy, and if you take that one candy, you will re-experience your entire life from the moment you were an egg and the cum washed over you and turned you into 2 eggs and your cells started dividing.
That's the
Could
ride
you
I'm
take
looking for.
one of these candies? Could you take, say, one of these candies? Say you already have a pre-existing condition, a mental illness, say, and say you're at a rock star's house trying to get a podcast, and you're doing incredible amounts of blow, and you go home with a little bit of that blow, and then you do the rest of that blow while your boyfriend's sleeping, preparing for the Bill Burr podcast, and you also eat an edible. While you have a pre-existing condition, could you spiral into such a catatonic state that the landlord from the Airbnb that you're staying in comes in to talk to you and you won't respond to him? So your boyfriend and your tour manager have to put you in bed where you piss the bed in your first Airbnb, and then it takes you 24 hours to come out of said catatonic state?
If I had to guess, I could say that could happen.
Hypothetically?
I mean, definitely.
Did Marilyn Manson give you a gift bag when you left and
That could
cocaine and
happen.
edibles in it?
It wasn't
That
me.
could totally
Wasn't me.
A skin moisturizer?
Wasn't me.
You got to be careful with that shit.
I had to check her text messages, and it said, "Well, hey, we'll be there on time. I just ate Stanhope sleeping, and I just ate a pot candy." And then I see an empty baggie, and I'm like, "You did all that, and now."
They can get you. They can get you and take you on a ride that you're just not. You're not going to be capable of going out, just doing things, going to the airport, getting your clothes on. You're not going to be capable.
No.
And that's just you could buy it at any store. Go buy one of these cupcakes, buy one of these rocket cookies. Take this cookie and go right to the center of the fucking universe. I mean, they're intense psychedelics. We've talked about it before, but the chemical processes when you eat.
Wait,
it,
is this ground already worked over on the Joe Rogan Experience?
pot cookies? Yeah, we've talked about it a few times.
No, but like
I know it sounds crazy. It seems so novel.
I was at the clubs in LA.
People at home are going go back to Ting.
Tang, what about Tang again? If you eat that shit, it'll hurt you. It'll hurt you. You got to be real careful.
I've seen comedians all over LA with those little pen
Those are fine.
vaporizer things.
That's different. That's not eating it. When you're eating it,
Right,
you're
yeah,
getting
no,
this
I know, but it's just
11
amazing all the
hydroxy
different
metabolite.
varieties.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, I always assumed those were e-cigarettes that everyone has.
There's a lot of
those
that,
are
too.
little weed vaporizers.
There's both.
And they
There's
hit
both.
like a motherfucker.
They do hit like a
Yeah.
motherfucker, but there's both. That's why they
That's
exist.
the product I want to endorse. That should be their slogan. Hits
What?
like a motherfucker.
I don't think that's a good move. If I read hits like a motherfucker, I'd be like, who is the guy that's making this? That's all he could come up with.
But in podcasting, you could probably get copy like that,
Oh,
where
yeah.
you have to
It wouldn't
read that.
even be
This
hits like a
kicked me
motherfucker.
in the balls like a motherfucker. You should buy this.
This will take you on a ride to the center of the universe, my man. And my man would be highlighted. You know, feel free to use your own colloquialism.
It's funny when you were about to start. Red Band said, "Okay, we're live," and you go, "Oh shit, we're live." Oh, don't say anything. You were making a joke,
Right.
Like, "Oh, don't say anything. We're live." It's opposite. Yesterday, I fell in love with a man, fucking Bert Kreischer.
He's a great man.
I clicked with him so quickly.
The first time you met him?
No, I've met him before, but we never really hung out.
Oh, he's the best. He's a sweetie.
great.
And I knew that,
He's a sweetie.
fucking wicked man crush right away.
Yeah.
His house is just like my house down to the. I walked in, I knew exactly where his booze stash was. I'm like, I'm just gonna make a drink. Anyway, fucking fell in love with the guy, but
he's a sweetie.
we had to pause and go to break where we'd talk about like shit that, and then we'd come back on the air and.
And
Like,
there's certain stuff you can't
like
talk
trash
about.
talking other comics. Come back on the air.
Well, he's on the Travel Channel, too. And the Travel Channel is owned by some religious folks.
Oh yeah, not like that, but
that is a problem.
but
He's got to be real careful about what he does.
Sorry, I'm trying to make a drink.
I mean, he doesn't smoke weed. But if he did, he wouldn't do it on Ustream. You know what I'm saying?
Who owns the
Jews-
Travel Channel?
It's somebody that loves the baby Jesus, allegedly. I might be just talking shit. I don't know. That's just what I've read from Anthony Bourdain.
Okay.
And in certain conversations I might have had with him. And
Did you have
Bert-
Bourdain on the show?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a
I
good
love that
dude.
guy.
His wife is a jiu-jitsu fanatic. That's my in. That's how I got to meet
Wow.
Bourdain. You know,
He
and
followed me or retweeted me or something, and it was like I was so starstruck.
he's the best.
following me.
He's a sweetie. If you met the guy, you would love him. He's a sweetie.
His show is since he's gone to CNN. I guess they had visa access to like his show's just gone to a whole different level now. He's
Yeah.
like in Myanmar.
Yeah, we're
now
gonna.
and-
Brian, by the way, I got plans, and one of the plans is flying to New York to do podcasts with people that we can't get to fly out here.
Yeah.
So like, I can't keep asking people to just come out here. So guys like Bourdain, I'm gonna find out when he's gonna be there, and I'll.
Well,
just
if they're
go in,
driving, have 'em
and
come
I'm
through
gonna
Bisbee.
I'm gonna try to use the Sirius.
You should do a highlight on
Studios.
Bisbee.
Because we
What
were
do you
on
need,
Sirius.
cigarettes?
We're on Sirius. I don't know
Here,
if you know
here.
that.
Oh yeah, I listen to it all the time. It's the weirdest.
But so I wanted to get like Bourdain and a few other guys that live there.
CK.
Yeah. Well, Louis is just so fucking busy. I feel bad asking him.
Yeah, but he's on Opie and Anthony all the time.
Yeah, but that's like, when he can in the morning. I'll ask him. But I know he's crazy. But he's the most ridiculously busy person I've ever met.
Yeah.
He's got there's a great bit that I saw that someone made a clip of him talking about. It's really funny. It starts him talking about nut allergies, and he compares like things that you know to be true, but there's always this too. But maybe but I know, but maybe. It's fucking really funny, man. It's really funny. I didn't see one of CK's bits, his new bits off of his new special. God damn, it was good. It was really funny.
New special, not.
Yeah, the new one was he was in Phoenix in the theater in the
Yeah,
round.
yeah.
It's really, really good stuff, man. It's like you listen to it, you read it, and you watch it rather, and you're like, fuck, I want to go write something. Like this, like made me want to go write. It was really good.
Yeah.
That's the best thing about I used to always think that about when Chappelle would come to the store. Like I'd always want to run home and write.
Yeah.
Like anything that gives you that little juice, like you want to create too, because you know how good it made you feel. Why, the last time I saw Chappelle at the store, it was like the height of his popularity before he'd quit the Comedy Central show, and he would just show up maybe the day before they would schedule this, and it would just be mobbed, and he was in the main room, and it was so funny and so I hadn't seen him in 6 months, and it was all new shit. It was 100% new, and it's a new hour. And you left there, going, God damn, I need to go to work. I want to go write.
He had that gift. I think say in a very fucking stupid way, but he's one of those guys. He talks funny anyway, so he already has a leg up. Joey
you said
Diaz.
it best. You said it best. That Diaz could read the phone book.
Right.
Right.
So
Yeah.
he has that already, but he can write too. So if it's new shit, what would be filler to him would be a closer to me.
Yeah. Diaz has, I mean, I don't want to give up any of his material, but he's got this bit about this chick named Lucy Snorbush. He's told the story about on the podcast, but now he's turned into a bit in his act, a true story about him sneaking into her house, climbing into her window and eating her pussy in the middle of the night and then escaping. I don't think I've ever laughed as hard in my life. We just did Santa Barbara together, and I was watching him on stage, and he's doing this Lucy Snorbush thing, and I'm having a hard time catching my breath. Like, I'm legitimately having a hard time catching my breath.
I saw Diaz in San Francisco, and he was doing that bit where he's like, he like punches a hooker, and the audience is dying. In San Francisco, they're like usually
Super
really
liberal.
touchy about like
Who they gonna believe?
who can get a
Me
laugh.
or the hooker with the black guy? The dude with the wig and a black guy.
There's no support groups for these people. He's one of the best ever. Like, as far as like
I
just
can
human
hear him
being,
saying Lisa Snorbush.
Yeah.
And just laughing
Lucy
at him.
Snorbush.
Lucy
That was her
Snorbush.
name, Lucy Snorbush. God, it was painfully funny. It was painfully funny.
There's a lot of good
He's
shit
my
happening.
all-time favorite. Out of all the people I've ever seen that have made me laugh the hardest, there's not a single person who's ever made me laugh harder than Diaz.
Me and Kreischer were picking our ultimate four-man tour with a wild card fuck up.
Diaz.
And he picked Diaz as his fuck up.
I have to see him. Diaz is so good that I started taking two guys on the road with me during the dark days when Diaz would just go vanish in the middle of the night. But he was so good that I said, okay, I need a backup opener. So I would bring two openers because there was too many times where Diaz just vanished. He just would disappear. You couldn't call him.
I got booked like that for Otto and George, where they wanted to book Otto and George, but they needed to co-headline him. So if he didn't show up, there was another X-rated act that could fit the fucking marquee.
You got to do that, man. Unfortunately, with some guys, but they're worth it. Diaz is, and now he's super reliable. Now he's just every gig he's there.
I'm too
He's
old to
professional.
disappear.
Well, he's just into comedy now.
Yeah.
And I think it's just for the first time in his life, he's being recognized for what he does, and he's enjoying creating new shit. He's enjoying being a comic. Like, when I talked to him about it, he's got a lot of other success. Like, he's always getting called into movies and shit. And, he did that
I sat
Grudge match
through the Grudge match just because I knew he was in it.
He's having a lot of those that are happening to him, but the big thing is his stand-up, man. His stand-up. He's selling out everywhere.
He deserves it.
And yeah, he
And what a
does.
difference when the audience already loves you when you get there, instead of having to win them
Complete
over.
different animal. Dude, he went on stage in Santa Barbara when we worked together, and I've taken some of his openings where I introduce him and then I film it, like watching him go on stage. I put them on YouTube because they're so ridiculous. He goes on stage and people standing up, like bowing to him, screaming, like 2,000 people screaming and bowing to Joey Diaz.
That's so good.
And for a guy like that to finally get that, dude, I
And
used
it's
to take him
always
on the
great
road.
to see a guy that age.
Yeah.
Yeah, he deserves
Coming
it though,
in
man.
his
The
own.
church, he's
He's
fucking
an
funnier.
animal, dude. He's an animal. He's an animal. If I could hire a 24-hour nurse to keep him alive, I would. I just don't think he would. Get the fuck out of there. Listen, I'm Cuban. I'm never gonna die. Get out of here, bitch. He'd kick him out of his house. You gotta find out a guy like that. You gotta take care of in a gentle fashion. You gotta figure out how to keep him alive, but sneaky.
Trick him.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Put that pill in a piece of cheese.
find some fucking new drugs and put it in his ice cream. Take it and put it in some new thing, regenerative tissue thing that the government invents. Just throw it in his food.
Hey, Brian told me the other night you're getting your blood re-injected. Was that bullshit?
What?
No,
you fucker.
No, it was true.
Well, it's not your blood re-injected. It's called Regenokine.
What the fuck?
It was invented by this German guy. It's your blood. They spin it in a centrifuge and they heat it up.
So you take your
And
blood out
apparently-
and then
I'll
you
explain-
whip it in this machine. Okay.
We're doing ad copy again?
No.
Regenachine.com.
There's a guy named Dr. Peter Weller, I believe his name is. He developed this process for
Wasn't he
dealing with
RoboCop?
inflammation. That's the other guy. You might be right. I might have the wrong guy. Hold on a second. That's a good.
I'll do the ad while you look it up.
It's not an ad. It's not
Regenachine.com.
an
Hey,
ad.
are you tired of looking at
Hey,
those
it's
Cenogenics
not-
guys? Half naked in a Sky Mall catalog?
Oh,
This will make your
Douglas.
face young too.
Oh, Douglas. anybody that's in pain, it can be a tremendous help. It's the most potent anti-inflammatory drug that human
So you're
beings have
doing
ever
this?
figured out. Well, I did it a few times. It's amazing. Well, so all these professional
That is so
athletes.
Keith Richards of you.
Well,
I have an
it's not-
anti-inflammatory drug. It's called alcoholism, and it works on my penis.
I don't think it works.
It hasn't been inflamed in years.
Peter Welling. You're right. It's not. It's Welling. It's not.
What'd you say?
RoboCop.
Say
I
it
said
again.
Weller.
No, what did you
Oh,
say to
right.
me?
You're right.
Yeah.
Sweetie, I love you. You're right always.
I'm blushing.
I refer to you more than I refer to myself. How about that? But he was a guy in Germany who figured this shit out. They take your blood and they heat it, and your blood has a reaction while it's still viable. It has a reaction to the heat as if it got a fever, and it creates this intense anti-inflammatory response. So it's in the very blood itself. They take it out of your body, they heat it, they spin it, and then it creates this yellow shit. And this yellow shit, they pull it out, and they call it something regenikine serum. I don't know the technical. And then they squirt it into anywhere you have arthritis, anywhere you have any kind of swelling, inflammation, and it has like a magical response. That's why all these athletes, like that's what got Peyton Manning back into football. He had 2 neck surgeries, and he was fucked. And he went to Germany, and he got this procedure done on his neck, and it just fixed it.
Sean, I
crazy.
was talking to Sean Rouse. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah,
he has
serious arthritis.
Yeah, and he wants to talk to you about it because
I would love to talk to
he
him
has.
about
I mean,
it.
if you look at his
Yeah.
hands, he needs to like break all his hands, like go to these operations, and
No, he's got some serious arthritis.
Yeah,
He's
Sean,
got
Jesus
rheumatoid.
Christ, he's got the most crippling arthritis. Which I should say, because of Sean Rouse, I saw a young comedian get knocked the fuck out the other night at the Comedy Store.
Who?
Somebody got knocked out by an
I
audience
was
member?
sitting there with Sean, Jason Rouse, Canadian guy who lived in London, and JJ Whitehead, Canadian guys at the other end, and then Sean, and he was plastered, man. And
Who was, Rouse?
Sean Rouse, and he's
No way.
Yeah, he's sitting there.
This story just lost all credibility.
I'm talking to there's a guy from Boston, Mike Favorman or whatever.
Sure.
And, this tall, young open mic comedian, we found out he was an open micer later, comes up. I thought he knew Jason and JJ because of the way he's making fun of him. One guy, Jason's got a lot of tats. And he's making these stupid tattoo jokes.
Right.
And I'm kind of talking to Mike from Boston.
Was
and
Chaley there? It's
no,
a
no, no,
comedy
no, no,
store.
no, 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 no. Shirley wasn't there. He had left earlier.
We heard that Rouse was really fucked up.
Rouse
Chaley.
was, yeah, he was plastered. So anyway, this
Tom
fucking,
Rhodes, bronze medalist in story editing.
this comedian, the guy turns to Sean very grandly to the table, and he goes, "I'm sorry to bother you, gentlemen. I just couldn't pass up the chance to meet Moby." And he like sticks his hand out to Sean, who's all fucked up and can barely lift his head. This kid was a fucking douche. And Mike from Boston's got like the kind of taxi driver newsstand guy hat on. And then the kid grandly turns, there's a table of veteran comedians sitting here. Grandly turns to Mike and he goes, "I'll be seeing you in the morning when I come to pick up my newspaper." Oh,
Faberman? You said that to Faberman?
He said that to Faberman.
Oh, Faberman doesn't play.
I turned, and this kid was being such, and I was joking around when I said it. I turned to Mike. I go, "I'll give you $20 if you punch this kid in the face." And with his comedic timing was brilliant. He didn't miss. Just boom, and this kid went back, and it was all hell broke loose.
Do you know what his name
I don't
was?
know
Or
what
he
the
looked
kid's
like?
name, but
Faber-
oh my
Faberman
God.
is a legit savage. He's the wrong guy to fuck with.
Well, I mean, who this guy, and then all this, and then he's on
Was
the
this in
sidewalk.
the showroom?
No, out on the patio bar.
Faberman
it's like
has
the
a
Wild
story.
West there, man. Anything
Faberman
could happen.
has a story about fucking this maid. It's
Hey,
one
while
of the
you
funniest
sit
stories
over
I've
there,
ever
pull
heard
up
in my
a picture
life.
of Faberman.
Listen, do you don't have to yell?
I just don't know if I.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
you don't know Mike Faberman?
No.
Really?
I don't know.
He's a
That's
good
why
dude.
said
I
pull
just
up a
met
picture.
him recently.
He's a great dude.
And
he had this story about he was beaten off in his hotel room, and the maid opened up the door, and the maid freaked out. He goes, No, come on, shut the door. He's like the only guy ever to get caught beating off and fucking a maid. Like, ever. Like, he really did it. He said, I go, what does she
Did he
look like?
pay her?
No. I go, what did she look like? She goes, it wasn't no prize. It wasn't
Jesus,
no prize.
he looks
There's
like
Faberman.
Inman.
Mike's a good dude.
Mike, he's a good dude. He's a very good cook.
Oh wait,
He
he
is
plays
not the guy to fuck with.
Professional
He
chef.
plays Punchy in Ray Donovan.
He doesn't.
That picture.
I know the picture. It's the hat, man.
But it was like it was like a movie scene. This kid, and he was
Yeah.
just
Faberman will punch you in your fucking face. He's crazy. He's always been crazy. He's a good dude, though.
He
He's a
loves
good
Asians.
dude.
Oh, the wife beater right
There
there.
he is with
yeah.
homeboy from the radio. What's his name?
Oh yeah, Fraser Smith.
Fraser Smith
and
Don Barris.
He's a Boston guy?
Fraser Smith used to have a radio show here in LA.
No, Faberman.
Yeah, he's from
Faberman?
Boston originally. Yeah, Faberman.
I was just going to say he looked like the funniest guy at the barbecue, and you switched to a picture of barbecue.
I hung out with Faberman, Joey Diaz, and Ralphie May the day 9/11 happened. The day they shut down all the flights. The day the shit hit the fan. We all got high. We went to Baja Fresh. We ate some burritos, and we stared at the sky. It's like, dude, there's no planes. There's no fucking planes. And then we went over to Ralphie's place, and Ralphie and Faberman lived like in the same area. And Faberman
Was he a
came
gardener
over.
then?
Faberman?
No, Ralphie. By my old place?
It was
Gardener by
it
coaching
was-
horses?
Yeah. Actually, you know what? We went to Faberman's place, and Ralphie came over to buy weed. Because Faberman used to sell weed.
That was your September 11th.
Because you used to live in that
And
same
you're like, oh,
sort of
good.
building.
It's
that
the
was my
fattest
weed.
guy in the world because this is Armageddon and we're going to need to eat
Hey,
someone.
Faberman had some good weed. No, he had some good weed. And we were like, well, the world is ending. Let's go get fucked up. So we went and got high. It was me and Diaz and Faberman and Ralphie May. And it was 2001. It was the day when we were just sitting around smoking weed, talking about how crazy it is. Like, we might be in the middle of a war. We were thinking at that moment in time that this is just the beginning. That planes flew into buildings, but what if shit starts happening left and right? Like, what if we start seeing missiles headed to L.A.? What if we see L.A. hit with a nuke? Like, fuck, that's just as likely as two planes flying into buildings in the same day. So we were freaking out, and we were all getting high together. So
It was a good day.
I always have a special bond.
I was in Amsterdam at the zoo. 3 o'clock at the zoo in Amsterdam is feeding time. That's 3 p.m. is 9 a.m. in New York City. And I had been there before for it, and I knew I wanted to be in front of the lion cages when at 3 o'clock when they're throwing the meat out. And, like, it's cool. The lions they can smell the meat in the back. And they start pacing and growling, and there's these metal doors, and they're scratching on it and shit. Wow. It's pretty cool. And then they open the metal doors and they grab the meat. So when the planes hit, I was watching lions rip raw meat apart with.
Oh, see, I would assumed all the animals would have run for the hills, knowing 9/11 was about to happen.
How come they don't do that? The Netherlands is so open-minded. Why don't they feed those animals? Why do they have to feed them meat?
Wow.
They want to eat animals.
More important, why is Baja Fresh open on 9/11? Jesus
Baja
Christ.
Fresh
Fucking
supports our
Armageddon.
troops. Our troops need to fuel up.
They were a part of
some
it.
healthy carbs. That's what it is. Our troops need to fuel up. We need beans. We need beans and jalapenos. Baja Fresh supports the troops.
Mike Faberman was
fucking-
the guy that actually put together that boxing match with all the comics fighting other
yeah.
comics.
And
I
was
never
really
heard. How did I not
bummed
hear
out
about this?
that
Yeah,
because
it's like Boone Shocker.
one of the guys had cerebral palsy, and I was like, "That's not good." I really shouldn't
Well,
hit
if
that guy.
if it's Josh Blue against Crazy Legs Fonseca,
Either one of those guys should not be hitting each other and then maybe falling on each other and headbutting each other on the way down.
Fonseca's in a chair. How far can he fall?
They're both going to get fucked up. Shit.
Well,
can
how did I
happen.
not hear about a comedy boxing match, and when did this happen?
Oh, it's filmed too. He filmed it. He's like trying to make it a show. It's really good.
Comedy
Boone- you know Boone
boxing match.
Shakalaka?
I know too much about brain damage.
But how did this happen? When did this happen?
I don't know, was it Faberman's idea?
Yeah, Faberman and Rusty.
Who
Dooley.
fought who?
Rusty Dooley.
Yeah,
Rusty Dooley, best six-pack in all of comedy. Kid's shredded.
no doubt.
I have 2 3-packs. I got a vernal hernia, ventral hernia.
Do you really?
Yeah, my 6-pack split.
You should get that shit fixed.
Yeah,
Bravo had one of those. Eddie, he had one
Oh,
of those.
really?
Yeah, he did 2
See-
of them, one on each side. He got it fixed.
you can't
Never
have.
had a problem
well, I
again.
guess ventral just means front. I found out through my Dr. Google.
It's pretty intense. They put like a webbing.
Mesh.
Yeah, mesh in your skin, and they sew it in, and they sew the area that's wounded, and
Yeah,
it becomes more strong.
I got that in my umbilical hernia. Then I coughed myself into a groinal hernia that I haven't had fixed, and now I have a ventral hernia. I showed it to Kreischer on his podcast. He took pictures, so that'll be up next week.
Jesus
Looks like
Christ.
alien bursting out of your chest.
What is it? Like, what's it
Dude,
from?
your
It's your
core is
6-pack
like a
splits
rotten
and your
pear.
guts start to. Only in a position. I was trying to stretch my back like I was doing sit-ups.
You
off,
got a hernia
off
when you're trying to stretch your
No,
back?
no, that's how I noticed it. It
Oh,
doesn't
wow.
hurt or anything.
Oh, you don't feel anything?
No, I was trying to lean off the back of a bed, like most of my body, and I lean down, and then my fucking this hump comes out of my chest like alien. And Bingo looked down at it, and it audibly screamed. And I'm like, oh shit, that can't be good.
Dude, seriously, imagine if you were really possessed. What would you do if like demons?
I wouldn't do a sit up off the bed,
stomach?
and I'd be fine.
If you sat back and you're like, what the fuck? And it's like a little jack-o'-lanterns underneath your skin moving around your stomach. What would you do, Doug Stanhope? Would you go to Jesus?
I'd do exactly what I'm doing with this hernia and the other hernia is ignore it.
No, you can't ignore a fucking jack-o'-lantern demon living in your gut. If you saw it poking through your skin and moving around and laughing at you, you'd have to address it.
No, I would drink and then... Ask Tom. When you drink, it's easy to ignore obvious problems.
But that's been my life medical plan. Like
Even
my family,
demons?
you don't go to the doctor unless you got a bullet wound.
Right.
And I just got insurance.
His family invented the phrase, it's just a flesh wound.
I just got health insurance under the deadline. And I actually, I stopped drinking January 1st. I blacked out in Philadelphia.
Oh, good
and
story.
I busted my head open. I got 6 stitches. See the nice scar?
Whoa.
Yeah. And I didn't, it's too bad.
What was it? Did they figure out what caused it?
I got drunk and fell down.
So just being hammered.
Hang on, I've heard the story, so I'm going to use this opportunity to piss.
So you blacked out just because you were drunk and then you fell down. Has it ever happened before?
I mean, I've for a second over the years, it's happened a couple times. But
I mean, getting drunk and falling down is one thing. But if did you black out? Or did
I
you just
kind of
trip?
blacked out. I was not working. I did Helium in Philadelphia for New Year's Eve. Great room. Had 3 sold out shows. Fantastic fucking night. It wasn't New Year's Eve night. I had because New Year's Eve was on a Wednesday. They had me do the stay for the Friday, Saturday. I'm off January 1st. And I went out by myself. I actually stayed in and worked all day. And then I went out about 8, 9 o'clock, and I watched the Fiesta Bowl, and I had 10 Sierra Nevadas. My brother was at the game. And I texted my brother. I was texting my brother, great game, love you, bro. And just fell forward off a stool and hit the tile ground. And this guy grabs my arm, and he's lifting me up, and he goes, we got to call an ambulance. And I go, fuck that. I don't have health insurance. I woke up once my head hit the ground, by the way. But this guy goes, we got to call an ambulance. I go, fuck that. I don't have health insurance. Don't you dare call an ambulance. I go, how far is the hospital? He said, 2 blocks. I go, 2 blocks and you were going to call an ambulance? That's like $15,000.
Oh, my God.
You know? And so I walked to the hospital, but, I didn't have health insurance. And, had the Obama deadline been January 1st, I'd have been covered.
What does anybody understand this? Do you know about anything about it?
No, I got at some points I met a insurance person, and I have like catastrophic insurance. So if I get like really fucked up in a car wreck, they'll cover that. I don't go to doctors. It's just not something I do.
Right, I don't either.
It's probably a good move.
So I don't have any idea how health insurance works. Yeah, no. If I need to get out of a social situation really badly, I'll go to a doctor because I know they're going to go, "Oh, you have to be admitted right away." And I'll go, "Sorry, honey, I can't go to bed and breakfast with your parents like I promised when I was drunk."
That's a fucking great strategy. As long as you can keep the wheels on it, it's a great strategy. Because there's a lot of cars that keep rolling down the hill and they make a lot of squeaky noises, but they still get there somehow.
How many surgeries have you had?
Many.
How many? And you're
what kind of insurance do you have
specimen
that you can get your blood transferred?
The point is, he's in perfect physical condition, doesn't smoke cigarettes.
Right.
He said, I've had 1 surgery that I got for free on a trade out by asking for it on my website.
Hey, listen, I'm not denying that you make a lot of good points. I would never tell anybody to take the path that I've taken. Like physically, it's not a good move.
Yes, you would.
No, I wouldn't unless you really wanted to. But if you tear your knee doing something, don't keep doing it. You get 6 months of rehab. I just couldn't wait for the 6 months.
I'm always
to get over
sad
it,
when I
get right
see a
back in
friend
there.
that's into MMA because I know he's going to die an ugly death.
Hey, all bullshit aside, I am sad when I see a guy who doesn't know that he shouldn't be doing it. There's a lot of guys that like wind up not jiu-jitsu. Jiu-jitsu is for anybody. Anybody can do jiu-jitsu. But competitive MMA, there's some guys that just shouldn't be doing it
Good, because at the end of this podcast, Tom and I are going to jujitsu each other in a death match. It's going to be the biggest girl-kicking match in the world.
Slap fight.
Getting hit is a completely different story, though. You know, I've had 2 knee surgeries. I've had a nose surgery. Those are like the 2 big ones.
Nose surgery?
Yeah, I've actually had 3 knee surgeries now that I think about it. Because I had 2 on one knee. I had an ACL reconstructed, and then I had my meniscus scoped, and the other one I had the ACL reconstructed, and then I had my nose opened up because I had a lot of scar
When you
tissue in there.
forget surgeries, I remember my cousin did a pilot. My cousin did a pilot in 1984 with Christopher Lloyd, and
He's the guy from Back to the Future?
Yeah, Massachusetts. Your snapshot was in the paper in the back row of a thing. Everyone talks about it, so it was a big deal. And I moved to L.A. I saw Christopher Lloyd at the bar at the Improv, and I went up. I go, "Hey, I don't know if you remember. I don't want to approach you, but Grant Forsberg is my cousin, and you did a television pilot with him in the 80s." And he goes, "I don't know. I did a lot of TV shows."
Yeah.
Like, how do you get that fucking...
Yeah, well...
Fuck that you forget a TV show, but when you forget surgeries...
Well, you think about how many TV shows that guy's had. I've only had 4 surgeries.
But
like
you...
4 pretty major ones.
But you forgot one. Actually,
Yeah.
now that I think about it, it's 3
Yeah.
knee surgeries.
Well, it's you start treating your body like a car. You know, you blow out a tire, you go, all right, got to get another tire. Can they fix it? As long as they can fix it. But shit that gets weird is like spinal shit, and that's why I've been getting this Regenikine shit. The Regenikine stuff is because
Wait,
of
you
a
haven't
bulging
stopped
disc.
mixed martial arts.
Well, not jiu-jitsu. I haven't stopped jiu-jitsu.
You've gotten into Regina Kane from some Nazi doctor. Mengele Jr. has got you on the yellow stuff.
I had to take a break
The
for
yellow
like a
shit.
year from jiu-jitsu because of this injury, so I'm trying to get back in shape to do it again. It's just too much fun. You know, it's like that's why I sympathize with you guys smoking cigarettes. I understand what you're doing. It's just my what I do, the risks I take are a different kind of physical.
You're going to see Sean Rouse shaking in an alley, scratching his arm. I need some more of the yellow shit, man. Heat my blood. I need more of the yellow shit.
It's not cheap. That's the other problem.
You think
Is Rouse making money?
Do you think Obamacare
I'll
would take care
suck
of
your
it?
dick, man. Sean, you're not that
No.
young anymore.
I saw...
Yeah, I don't think it is. I don't think it's covered by any insurance. It's what's called off-label.
I saw...
You can only buy it in Bitcoin. It's that kind of...
Dogecoin. You can use Dogecoin too. They accepting Dogecoin. I made from the that thing with that
Right.
dude is over $2,000.
That's
It's like
amazing.
$2,100 going to him.
Yeah.
We had people donate Bitcoin, and I would treat the Bitcoin like it was real money, and then I would take whatever anybody donated in Bitcoin and send it to my friend who's living in the Congo, and he's helping pygmies in the Congo. He's like building the wells and shit. So he's gonna send, it's gonna be real. Actually, fuck it, I'll double it. Whatever it is,
That's awesome.
wherever they have. All right, whatever other people put in, I'll put in the exact same amount. So I think it's like $2,100. It's pretty cool.
great.
Because the guy's living in the Congo, you know. I mean, he used to be a mixed martial arts fighter, and he just went down there for like a vacation just to see what it was like, you know. And he fell in love with these people, like this idea that these people in the Congo, these pygmies, are these like really suppressed people that are forced to work in mines, and they don't have any, no one's taking care of them. There's no medicine, there's no water, they don't have clean water. So he's building them wells and shit, and it's really amazing. It's amazing shit.
Joe, do you want to put a disclaimer though, like a maximum amount? Because you don't
Yeah.
want to be like, I don't want to
If
go
it's
bankrupt
more than
from
like
it.
50 grand, you can go fuck yourself. All right? If it gets crazy. I like the pygmies, but come on.
Yeah, because I mean it's Bitcoin. Some guy's just like, oh yeah, here's
I
2
don't know
billion
what it's
Bitcoins.
really. That's what's weird about it. Is like it varies. Like one day it'll be worth $2,900 or $1,900. The other day it'll be worth $2,100. It totally varies from day to day. It's strange. It's like it's like it makes a lot of sense. If you don't know what it is, do you know what it is at all? You ever follow it?
The Bitcoin thing.
Yeah, it's really hard to follow.
No, I can't. I can't do basic math.
Well, it's not even that. We had this guy, Andreas Antonopoulos, explain it to us in very clear terms. We're like, oh, what's up for you, Mr. Antonopoulos? He explained it, but essentially it's got a very set number of Bitcoins that exist. And so inflation is sort of removed from the
Like
equation.
the gold standard.
It's sort of similar. But
Which
it's
I
all
don't
done-
understand.
I don't understand either. But it's all done on computers. It's all like ones and zeros. You know, I don't know if it's a good idea. I don't know if it's a bad idea, but it seems to be at least a person could. It's like we all agree. Like you live in a small town, so I think in a small town you get a better sense of community. We kind of all agree that like if you go to a place and they're selling sandwiches, like how much are sandwiches? $5. That sounds right. That sounds right. It makes sense. But if we didn't have money and we had to use some sort of a barter system, we'd still figure out what's worth what. That's what we would do.
How many sandwiches are available?
Yeah, but we're trapped in this idea that money is the only way to do it. Dollars, quarters, fives, 20. This is the only way to do it. But it's not the only way to do it. If enough fucking people agree to go this Bitcoin route, it's already established. Like, this is a real possibility. And everybody's poo-pooing it like it's a joke. And it is kind of a joke in some ways, because
enough people are getting the joke.
Yeah, you're right. A Magic the Gathering was the big server that went down. Like, wait a minute. You had a Magic the Gathering exchange, and it became one of the biggest Bitcoin sites in the world. Like, what the fuck? Like, and didn't have the right security. The whole thing is set up wrong. Winds up losing $350 million plus in Bitcoins, like the direct equivalent of. Like, the guy gets robbed, and everybody has their money in this exchange just gets fucking robbed. But it's still going. It's still going.
See how he can just shut us down? We want to throw in some fucking smart-ass barbs, but he just gets all smart on us, and we have to sit there.
I'm not meaning to get smart. I want you to get goofy, but this is a fascinating thing in our time. We're seeing an alternative to dollars. The first viable alternative.
Everyone goes to internet currency, and then someone could easily rob banks or everything.
That's what they're doing with regular money, though.
Or you could just lose your
iPhone.
I have an alternative to money. Hey, I'll put you on the guest list.
If you write the number down, all you have to do is write the number down. It's not that hard.
Oh, great! Another currency unbroken.
But it's not that.
There you go. Hey, good smart-ass barb, sir.
You guys
One of us
teaming up on my strategy to introduce new ideas.
You and your ability to retain knowledge. Rub it in our face.
I don't retain knowledge. I retain
Facts.
information. Yeah.
Yes.
So the knowledge of it, the reason why I keep talking about it over and over again is the knowledge is not sinking in. So I don't really get it. So I talk about it over and over again.
People
and see your reaction to it, and you're like, whoa, that's fucking crazy. And then slowly but surely it becomes knowledge.
If people talk to me in analogies, then I can get it. And I try to do that with when I'm trying to do a bit that other people might. I'll go, it's like this.
Yeah.
Okay, if you can make it stupid for me like a kid. Okay, honey, imagine if you had 2 apples.
Yeah.
Jimmy stole one of your apples. I get it now.
I do that all the time. I think that's a great way of communicating fucked up ideas. But even then,
but it's important to do both. It's important to say it, use the big words and then go, I mean, it's like this, like this. So, okay, you understand the big word I just learned with the stupidity I needed to learn it.
Especially if you're on stage and you're telling a joke. Because if you do that, you can actually make someone laugh at something that they ordinarily would argue with you about.
Right.
You could just sneak it in.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We're both on the same page. I love you.
Don't we have some ad copy to read? I'm just here to do the advertisements.
We're done. The ad copy's over. Forever.
Come on. One more ad?
Did you see that footage of the drone going in the...
How dare you make me uncomfortable?
In Japan?
A drone?
Yeah, the drone went into the radiation in Japan and it's just flying around like the deserted cities, and it's so creepy because all these houses.
Is it glowing?
No, but just it hasn't been touched since it happened. It's really
great. What are you trying to scare the fuck out of me? The only thing that scares the fuck out of me more than radiation is sharks.
Oh,
look at that!
They're like, the radiation's going to kill you in the ocean. Well, the sharks will kill you first. How about that?
Do you not swim?
That up. Fuck that, dude. I go in the water up to my waist in Hawaii, and I panic every time. Because last time I was there, a woman got killed by a shark. That's real. That's like, if I was there and a woman got murdered by the werewolf, would you go in the woods? You'd be like, I'm not going to the fucking woods. But they're like, hey,
Costa Rica, I'll go in the water. But no, we're going to Hawaii tomorrow, the next day. I won't go in the water.
Those fucking tiger sharks, man. They're too scary. Tiger sharks and bull sharks. Those are the scariest ones. Do you know that fucking the whole movie Jaws was based on something that happened in fresh water?
Oh, the New Jersey thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fresh water. It was a river.
Oh, wait. No, that's not the New Jersey thing. There was a rash of New Jersey shark attacks in the early 1900s.
Yeah, that's it. It was in
That's
a
not
river.
fresh water.
Yeah, it was.
All right.
That's what's fucked. There's a thing called a bull shark that swims in fresh water. They swim so far in fresh water that they saw them in Illinois. They have them up the Mississippi River in fucking Illinois, a shark.
Well,
that
that's
came
just
directly from the ocean.
more. That's more reason we need stronger immigration policy.
That's why you can't take my guns from me, Doug Stanhope. I literally saw
Build a
song.
wall, build a fence. That's what I say.
I literally saw a song the other day that was talking about prying a gun from my cold, dead hands. That was the song. It's like, you can come get my gun from my cold, dead hands. Like, this guy thought about that, wrote it down, said, fuck it, I'm putting this shit on wax.
But you heard it.
Oh, I heard the whole song. I listened to the whole song.
So someone's putting it out. Someone's on his side. There's some, what's the guy's name? The stapler guy from Office Space that played. All right.
Stephen Root.
If you can't get the fucking reference right away, drop the joke, Stanhope.
Yeah. Stephen Root.
Man of constant sorrow. There's a long way to get to this pointless reference. He played the record guy that's the guys in the thing with the Man of Constant Sorrow and George Clooney and see? He put it on wax too.
It wasn't Lee Greenwood, was it?
Yes. Let's just say yes.
Yeah,
see,
whatever,
Tom
bro.
gets what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Almost.
That guy, Lee Greenwood, nothing was happening in his career. He had that one song, I'm proud to be an American. Fucking nothing's
Really?
going on in his career.
Where
and then
least
September
I know
11th
I'm
happened.
free.
Boom! His career's on fire.
I always tell Henry Phillips to write a Christmas song. They're so desperate to have another Christmas song that they will play any fucking thing about Christmas.
They're so desperate to have a Christmas song, they went with the Hanukkah song. Remember that?
Yeah.
They went with the
that gets played
Adam
every
Sandler
year.
Hanukkah song.
Every year. Grandma still got run over by a reindeer fucking 30 years later. They can't wait to have one more. Henry Phillips, get off your ass and get a fucking Christmas song.
How about they don't even come up with new Christmas cartoons? The same fucking cartoons. The Grinch Stole Christmas.
It would
Classic.
be CGI now, and the Grinch would be like crushing
Evil.
villages.
Yeah, he'd be evil looking. He'd be very demonic. He wouldn't be so sweet and cuddly.
Well, you saw what they did with Batman. They could probably do that with the Grinch.
Did you watch the latest Batman?
Mm-mm.
I've never watched the
Why
Batman
bother?
where the tragedy occurred, where those people got shot in Colorado. For
That's
whatever
the best.
reason,
That's
I
the
can't
best
just watch
Batman
it.
ever with Christian
I've heard it's
Bale
awesome.
and what's his name who died.
I've heard it's awesome.
That's
But
the greatest Batman. I'm done with
Wait, the
Batman.
Dark
That was the
Knight, there
greatest
was-
Batman ever.
The Dark Knight?
That's it.
I didn't see it
Best Batman ever.
because of what happened in Colorado. Those
No,
people
no,
getting
nothing.
shot
No, it's
in
too
the
bad that
theater.
happened.
No, that's not
'Cause
what I'm
that
saying.
film
I'm
was
saying the
fucking
reason
amazing.
I don't watch it is because of that.
Oh, I see.
Columbine?
Yeah.
No, the people in
Because of
Colorado.
Columbine.
One of the comics from the Comedy Works guy.
Yeah. Serious business.
Yeah.
Oh, the
That
theater.
guy, the
theater
yeah,
shooting
yeah.
guy.
Yeah, that guy. Because for
Holmes.
whatever reason, that movie's connected in my head.
Yeah,
to
that's
that
fucked up
event.
that-
I can't just watch that movie. If I watch that movie, I'll kind of like get weirded out. That these people
Why does
were
that
watching
one
that
shooting
movie.
weird you out?
I
No,
saw.
it's not
No,
that
I
weird.
saw-
I'm not saying it's-
I
I'm not
saw
saying it's
I saw
logical.
it in the theater after that happened, like a few weeks later, and then you're in the theater thing, and you're looking at the fucking exit doors.
I'm not
But-
saying it's logical. I'm just
Oh,
saying,
I don't go to actual movies. I saw it at home. But I had to see it with Bingo, and
I could see why the man was traumatized.
I'm not traumatized. I just chose not to see it because I thought about seeing it a few times, and I just kept getting that thing in my head that a bunch of people fucking died while this movie was being made. That's all it is. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. I know it doesn't make any sense. I'm not like arguing the logical, that it makes sense that I have this weird thing.
I love that while you're saying this, you're slamming ice into your glass. I know this doesn't make sense, but I
No.
just need a drink. I need a little something to take the edge off.
I'm not. There's no edge, Doug Stanhope. How dare you? I know it doesn't make any sense. I'm not.
Why would they ever
defending
make another superhero movie? We've seen they made
they're
another
fun.
Superman.
I loved Captain America. They're fun. They're stupid as fuck. You know he's
Captain
going to be
America.
alive at the
I
end.
read the Captain America comic book when I was a kid, one of the few that I looked at, and it was the lamest. Dude, the superhero, he couldn't fly. He had to fly on the thing, and then he had the shield. He was like the biggest pussy superhero ever. And then in the late 70s, there was a black character called the Falcon.
All right, I'm out.
Captain America would be getting his ass whooped, and his black friend, the Falcon, would come and save him.
Yeah, well, that's how it usually happens in real life. You get
Magical
your ass kicked,
Negro.
You call your friend.
But it was cute how
If
they
he's black
they
and wears a
introduced.
fucking mask, you're good.
But a black character couldn't get his own Comic book. He had
Well,
to
they
be
did-
like introduced. He had like 3
You had to be
pages
Marvel.
in Captain
you had to be a
America.
Marvel. Marvel was a little bit more bold. Marvel had Blade. Blade was a superhero. He was a black guy.
Nightcrawler.
I'm sure that came out much
Nightcrawler.
later.
He wasn't really black. Well, I guess he was more like
I always thought of him.
demonic.
I had Roger from What's Happening. He's geeky, but he was the smart one of his group. I was the Roger of my social circle.
Captain America was still fun. I know it was stupid. I know the premise is stupid, but it's still a fun movie. Just nonsense. You're watching nonsense for a couple hours, laughing. Having a good time, watching spaceships getting shot up by missiles and whatever. It's stupid, but it's fun.
Nobody
it's
got shot. You can enjoy that one.
Plenty of people got shot. A lot of people died in Captain America.
No, in a movie
I mean, at
theater
the
in
premiere.
Colorado.
Oh, in the premiere.
Oh, did you forget where your heart was at the beginning of this conversation?
I forgot my true loyalty. I know it doesn't make sense that I don't watch the Batman movie, and I've come close to watching it a few times, but I always think I don't want to fucking see it
Best one
just
ever.
because of that.
That guy did Joker. He was amazing.
I'm sure. I mean, that Heath Ledger character was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
He was amazing. The other Batman.
Wait, yeah, no, I'm
he
getting
wasn't in the last
confused.
one.
That's the
I can't.
That's the one. Heath Ledger was
No,
the
Heath
was
Ledger
the Joker.
wasn't around when he
No.
was
Yeah,
already
yeah.
dead.
That was that was
No,
his flick.
Bane. Bane was
and
in
Oh,
the-
Bane, yeah.
Christian Bale was the
No,
Batman.
Bane was
Yeah.
the guy. Heath Ledger's years ago.
Tom Rhodes, you became my grandpa. Look at you. You're like my grandpa. Doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about, but
Okay.
yells about it. That's a fucking John Wayne. It was a John Wayne movie.
I know every time I
you
say
fucking kid.
Heath Ledger on stage, I know how dated it is.
Was
and I
Heath
know-
Ledger in the new Batman? No, right?
No, I didn't
No.
say he was in
Dead.
the new Batman. He was in the one at the premiere shooting.
No,
He
no,
wasn't?
No,
No,
the
that's-
new
I
one
will
was the
shut the
Bane
fuck
one.
up.
The Bane one was the one where the guy came out.
Is
He was
that a
like-
year ago or 2 years ago?
2012, The
12.
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah, so May. I believe it was May. I like to think I remember my shootings.
John Wayne was.
the number one problem with Captain America?
My audience comes to me when there's a big shooting, waiting for my response.
Do they? To see if
like,
you got a joke.
like if Malaysian planes went down every 6 or 8 weeks, I would be the prime minister of the shooting that has to come out with the joke. I have an odd fan base, is all I'm saying.
I'm aware of that. I agree. It's very odd. It's what you get. You're putting out an odd vibe. You living in the middle of nowhere.
What is
smoking all
Death
day.
Squad?
That's a good
Explain
point.
Death Squad to me.
No one ever figured it out.
Oh, it's funny. I was in London in
I don't use the word
February,
anymore. It's too
and
scary.
The theater, they go, some people showed up and they said they were with the Death Squad. I was playing the Soho Theater.
said
It's just
they
like
were
really
with the
prestigious
Death
theater
Squad?
in London, and I got to play this theater, man, and the fucking they're really proper theater people.
This is the origin of it.
and they were like Death Squad.
We're on the
Some
Opie and
people said-
Anthony show. It was Eddie Bravo, Red Band, Tate, me, and I showed up in the Eddie Bravo's black belt jiu-jitsu champion, and Tate's this big gorilla, and
Oh, not
Opie-
Jeff Tate. The
No,
comedian
Tate
Jeff
Fletcher.
Tate. After
that?
Kreischer and I did our picks for the Ultimate Tour, we got down and sat down with his children and wife for dinner, and he mentioned Jeff Tate. I'm like, fuck Jeff Tate. Why didn't I pick Jeff Tate
Jeff
on my?
Tate.
Yeah, he's a great comic out of Cincinnati.
Yeah. I love
Anyway,
Jeff.
Oh, so you thought I was talking about that guy? No,
Yeah,
no,
so
no,
go
that
ahead.
guy is.
Tate?
Tate Fletcher. He's a big giant guy.
All right.
And Opie from Opie and Anthony goes, look, Joe Rogan showed up with the Death Squad. That's it. And then it was a joke. We were laughing, ha ha ha. And then somehow or another, people kept using it. And then many years later, Brian started these videos. Remember those videos?
Yeah, the original Death Squad podcast.
Yeah, we used to do these videos like at shows. And then he started the Death Squad Podcast Network. The videos were all just us hanging around at shows. Like he would do these little clips of
It was
stupid
actually-
shit that was
All right.
happening.
It was actually we did the Joe show, and there was all this extra footage that was just bullshit stuff, and so I just made like quick 1-minute videos.
Every time I see a Death Squad T-shirt in my audience, which is often, I always say, "Hey, Death Squad!" Point them out on
I
stage.
don't. It's a weird name.
But I'm going to stop doing that. Buy my T-shirts.
buy your T-shirts anyway. It's a weird name. That's why I stopped using it. But I just stopped using it because it just sounds too crazy to use. But feel free to keep using it. I don't know. What you're doing.
I never knew the origins. I assumed that was your network.
No, it's Brian. Well, Brian started his podcast and he used that name. The
Do you
name
have a
sort of
network?
represented all of us. No, I just have this.
Yeah,
what is a network? You know, what does that mean?
don't
I have
know.
a network of guys
I'm on
that I'm
all
friends
things
with.
comedy officially.
Yeah. Hey.
I don't know what that means.
That means
I
you're
don't
getting
even know what
that
it
means.
means.
You're getting somebody else
I
involved.
know I love Bill Burr, and yeah, sure, I'll do that.
All that means is that you are joining up with a bunch of other people. So in that sense, yes, but it's completely unofficial. So like my podcast is joined with Ari's podcast, is joined with Joey Diaz's podcast, is joined with Duncan's podcast, is joined with all the Death Squad podcasts that Red Band produces, is joined with Bert Kreischer's podcast, is joined with Tom Segura and Christine. But it's all completely because we're friends. There's no agreement, but we all support each other. We all constantly
Right, but that's like
shit.
all things comedies like that as well. I'm with
But there's
them,
no
and they-
contracts.
No.
There's nothing.
No.
Yeah.
And they
Well,
just
then-
wanted to, comedians to, get
That's beautiful.
do their own thing.
Yeah, but we're not like. There's no like official connection. We just support
All it
each
does
other.
for me is make me more disciplined in that. Okay, now I guess I told Bill Burr tacitly that I will do this on a weekly basis rather than go fuck it, no one cares.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll be better about putting it out. Like I feel like I have an obligation, but
You should hire a guy to just turn the mic on. It's so fucking fun.
I do.
It's so easy. Just
I
hire
do.
a
I
guy
have
all the
Greg
time.
Chaley.
But I mean all the time. Whoever he is, all the time you should have a guy that just turns the mic on. It's so easy for you.
probably
And
can't
it'll be
do that.
fun for you. Oh,
I do.
please. You should do them every fucking day. You should have a guy that turns the microphone on you every day. Just lets you go. Just turn the microphone on and lets you go. And then that. It's
Have you
his
ever
job
tried to do
edit
it Bill Burr style? Have you ever done
Yes.
one by yourself?
I did a bunch of them in the beginning by myself.
That's amazing. What
I'm
he does
scared
for an
to
hour.
even try it, even though I know I don't have to put it out.
I've done it in between too, where a guy like you like maybe need to take a leak and you get up and I'll just keep going, and even for 10 minutes. But it becomes easy after a while. You fall into a pattern.
I'm sure it would be, but initially, even if I'm doing a set where I really all new shit, too much new shit, about to do a DVD, whatever, I will get Brian, my manager, and make him. Like, I just have to say this out loud. You have to stand there. But I can't say it out loud to myself. Okay, this segues into this. And then I'm going to do
so
this.
you say
This
it
is the
out
new
loud
tech.
in front of someone other than the audience?
If it's important. No, before a show. Like,
Oh.
if I like when I work the UK
Mm-hmm.
and I have to abandon 2/3 of my set because it doesn't translate. And I've been writing a bunch of new shit that I don't really know. And I have to say it out loud before I go on stage. Okay, this is the segue. This gets me into this. I'll make Brian listen to me say, not the whole set, but the bullet points and what the segue is. Because I couldn't say it to myself, which I really am, but I need someone standing there
right,
to say it out loud. And that's what a podcast by myself would feel like.
Right.
No, yeah, I see what your
Well,
point is, but it's more of a freestyle thing if you choose to just go over what's going on in the news every day. There's always something in the news that's fascinating. The beautiful thing about the time we're in, if you wanted to do a solo podcast, is all you have to do is go to your Twitter feed. You know, I have a guy who works for me, Matt Staggs. He's my publicist for the podcast, and every day he sends me a news, an afternoon news, and an evening news, and a morning news. It's all just the most fucked up shit that's going on in the world, fascinating things. And any day, I've got 20 of them. Any day, there's 20 subjects. But you would just start.
Right, but I think what you're talking about, like just the when you look at someone, when you speak, just things.
I totally know what you're saying. It's
instead
like
of
just what you
talking
do on
to the
stage.
air and not looking at someone.
And if I'm talking too much, one of you will roll your eyes at me, and I'll shut up and let the other guy talk. I don't have.
Yeah, but you don't have to do that. It's a totally different dynamic if you're doing a solo podcast. Like, nobody wants you to shut up. It's more about just not thinking about what you're saying, finding like a channel in the river of ideas and just riding it. And then just like free balling. You get like this comfortable free ball thing going on, and as long as you're not too conscious or aware of what you're doing, you kind of catch this wave of creativity. It's really fun. You know, I've only done it a few times, but I've done it on stage a bunch of times. And there's this thing that Brian does with Jeremiah Watson.
Thunder Pussy.
Yeah, that's the name though, right?
Yeah. Jeremiah Watkins.
Yeah, Watkins. Sorry, I said Watson.
Oh.
Jeremiah, I used to do it after shows, but the better way to do it is to do the whole show this way. We just yell out, like the audience yells out subjects. You don't have any preparation whatsoever. the audience yells out subjects. And in yelling out subjects, you just out of nowhere, like maybe a subject you never even thought about, you'll just start talking about that subject and try to create comedy. And under the gun, with a bunch of people watching, a lot of times shit just comes up. And it's
Right, like that show
so
Set List is
different.
fun like that. And
But
they
it's-
give you the ideas.
But it's different in that it's not a bunch of comics that come up with these wacky things. Orangutan pineapples.
Right.
What? Orangutan pineapples. No, it's fucking the audience.
It's
Like,
the audience which comes
yeah.
up with the dumbest ideas that are
Sometimes.
the easiest to play off of.
Sometimes.
Yeah, like whenever you see, like
Sometimes not.
whenever there'd be an improv group.
Sucking dick. Oh, you know what? Who said sucking dick?
It's not always that.
That was 3 nights ago. I just heard sucking dick from the audience.
No, remember always improv troops. They go, okay, give us a word, and it was always the first word was always someone in the audience. Dildo. It was always like,
Now I found the level of the crowd.
No, what genre of film? Everybody always says porn. Who does?
Right.
Who says silent movies? They all say porn. You got, and if they do say silent movies, you know, every fucking 45th show, you abandon the porn reference. You go silent movies. Okay, we'll see if we can come up with. Bitch, you got that shit memorized.
here's a silent porn.
You know, those guys that used to work the crowd, that was a big thing. Like, guys who worked the crowd, they would ask the crowd things. People go, this guy just coming up with this on the fly.
Right.
And then you watch him 3 nights in a row. You're like, he's coming up with the same shit on the fly over and over again. He's seeing people that have touched themselves that aren't touching themselves. Like, he's just, it's not really.
Oh, when I
it's not
said
really
this
ad-libbing.
guy did this. No,
Yeah.
he didn't.
No, he didn't.
I have the. I'm
It's a
watching from
fake
backstage.
ad-libbing, you fuckhead. It's like the worst dirty trick of all time.
My
It's a-
first tour for David Tribble, my first like road tour doing these Tribble gigs, I worked with a Matt. Fuck, I can't remember his goddamn name now. He was a Denver comic, but he did crowd rap, and it was kind of he knew what was coming. But he'd go, "What do you do?" The last gig in Price, Utah, he's like, "What do you do?" Like the whole tour, he was getting, I'm a pipe fitter. I'm a meat wrapper. And I'm like, how are you getting this? He was getting so fucking lucky with the easiest. So we play Price, Utah, which is a mining town. What do you do? I work in the mine. And he had whatever. 4 or 5 people. He said, what do you do? I work in the mine. I work in the mine. And I'm like, finally, now you're on the fucking spot. You're going to have to come up with some shit because everyone, he's like, does anyone here not work in the mine? And a girl raised her hand. He said, what do you do? I work at the Come and Go. I'm like, oh, you fucking get lucky every goddamn time. You were all in. And you caught that on the river.
Come and Go. Whoever came up with that fucking name. I thought that was a joke. The first time I ever saw that shit was in Colorado Springs. I stopped my car because I didn't believe it was real. I stopped my car and went, wait, that's the gas station? It's called Come and Go with a K? Like some sort of a wacky fucking whorehouse?
Yeah, some
we
clan
have comedy
seaman.
night with a K on Tuesday at the Clam House with a K. The Come and Go is the #1 fucking bit on the menu at the Clam House. It's when you just suck your dick. No one says a word. They push you in. She just sucks your dick and you go. That's the Come and Go at the Clam House with a K. Tuesday night's comedy night with a K.
Cocktail time.
Do you remember those places that would have comedy night with a K?
Hang on, I'm drinking Kamchatka vodka with a K.
Is that good?
That's a little plug.
What is it?
Shitty vodka.
Who's is that ours or yours? Did you bring that?
I brought that.
What is it?
I don't fucking come not bearing
Kamchatka?
gifts.
What is Kamchatka vodka?
You know what? I'd step all over my closer if I told you.
You know, I get you. You they did this thing where they took vodka and they put it through one of those Brita water filters.
Tried it, heard the trick, tried
work?
it. We did straight vodka taste tests. It didn't work for shit.
They said you do
four or 5 times through a.
Didn't work
Vodka's
for
the
nothing.
same shit.
It's all the same shit.
Years ago in San Francisco, you remember the punchline they would put you at the Commodore Hotel?
Yeah, with the red room downstairs.
I would always.
Oh, yes.
I was in the Easy Like Sunday Morning Suite.
Is that Commodore with a K?
I had remember the staff used to party, man. I had like 8 people back in my hotel room, and everyone drank until the wee hours.
Were you banging the whole staff?
No.
Bring them back there and you would
But
go
I
wild.
remember waking up and there was like
Tom
I
Rhodes
was
dick
completely
slinging
hungover and I
rampage.
wanted to make some coffee, and there was I thought it was a cup full of water, and I put it in the coffee machine. And then
piss?
it was vodka and coffee, and I thought, hey, this might be the new Reese's peanut butter cup. Remember, the commercial guy's walking with the chocolate, and he bumps into the guy with the. So I took a couple sips of it, and it is definitely not the new Reese's.
You know where they
peanut butter
fucked up with that commercial? They fucked up with that Reese's commercial because if you take some chocolate and you dip it into peanut butter, it tastes way fucking better than Reese's. That's where they fucked up. Because chocolate and peanut butter is really delicious. But when you eat Reese's, you go, oh, I shouldn't have fucking ate that.
Yeah, Reese's is pretty
like,
bland and tasteless.
Yeah, Brian brought me some
It's all sugar.
dark chocolate bars. And we had them in the fridge. And I don't eat chocolate, but there was nothing to eat. And I had bought some pineapple off the street, fresh pineapple with a square of frozen dark chocolate. Oh my God, it was good.
Dark chocolate is actually good for you. It has a very high ORAC value.
Is that why I feel so healthy right now?
Yeah. It's high in antioxidants. It's really good for you.
I don't like chocolate, but I've had chocolate in Europe that was just orgasmic. From the first bite, you're like, God damn.
You ever
this is
go
the
to
best thing ever."
Ghirardelli Square?
Yeah, those are delicious.
Ghirardelli is like, they used to have a real chocolate factory right there in San Francisco. And it was right down the street from the old Cobb's, the 150-seat Cobb's. Did you ever work that Cobb's?
No.
I did all the time when I lived there. I love that road.
One of the greatest all-time comedy clubs ever. It's
Yeah.
a fucking tragedy when they moved out of that place to the big place.
Tom Sawyer.
Fucking great club. I mean, it was 150 seats and tight.
Today's
It was a
Tom Sawyer.
small fucking room. He's a serious comedy fan, that dude. Tom Sawyer loves comedy, man.
I was playing the Purple Onion, like a 60-seater when you were playing Cobb's, the new big room. And we came down to see you.
They just the Purple Onion's now like an Italian restaurant. Or they're
It was always upstairs, but I came down to see Rogan. I'm playing a 60-seater. He's playing an 18,000-seater at Cobb's Comedy Club, whatever. It's
I think
a
it's
big
450.
fucking airplane hangar.
450.
Then we hung out with you afterwards. It's like 2:30 in the morning. They threw everyone out. It's a staff party, and someone had blow. Then I'm going, I'm supposed to go do a live remote for a car show, like a Good Morning San Francisco TV, live from a car show on Saturday morning. I go, I'm not gonna fucking make it. I just did lines. It's 2:30, so I got one of the local comics, Jason. Don't let me forget your name. I go, listen, will you go to the show as me? Because the man show is about to come out. Red Band has footage of this.
Oh, that's right. I remember
I go,
this.
go down to the car show as me. Like, I'm delineating my small amount of authority to a local guy that I know will do it. He's like 10 years younger than me, 8 inches taller than me, but I still had him come by my room and get my overcoat and my fucking knit wool cap.
That's funny, man.
As my outfit, and I have
totally
footage.
remember that.
I have my own footage. Red
It was
Band
on
has
television.
footage.
It made it to television.
Yeah, he went down
Yeah.
and the whole graphic on the Chiron on the bottom. Man show host Doug Stanhope, and he's just doing this straight interview as me.
You've got it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
We're in a hot car with a hot comedian, Doug Stanhope here for Sketchfest San Francisco, standing by to give us some insights on. It's an interface between the internet.
They did their
and
fucking
comedy.
homework.
Yes, this is a new thing I'm very fascinated with. It's myspace.com.
We're going to be talking all about it coming up on Chronic.
That's
Party.
Oh my
He
god.
looks nothing like me.
That hurts my feelings. It hurts me how dumb that guy is. What is that?
I wasn't good at Photoshop back then.
Oh, this is.
On 4 News Weekend, we're at the Cow Palace where the custom rod or is it rod and custom? I can never remember. And motorcycle show is taking place through tomorrow. Another event that's taking place this weekend, actually for the next week or week and a half, is Sketchfest in San Francisco.
He's
All
even
over
dressed
there.
like you.
Lots and lots of
I gave him my clothes. Like
This guy's the worst.
Doug Stanhope being one of those comedians. And by the way, I'm taking my career in my hands here.
I'm taking my career in my hands.
Yeah, but it's all good fun. It's fun, and it's in the morning right now, so we won't take advantage.
That's right. And he understands that my job and my marriage are at stake here, so.
Yeah, actually, I feel more sorry for him about the marriage than the job.
So, listen, before we
Oh my
start
God.
talking about the internet,
It doesn't go anywhere. For the listeners at
That's
home.
It doesn't.
hilarious.
It doesn't need to. That guy is comedy. The guy in the tan jacket. He's comedy.
Well, I'm a walking shot. That's pretty ambitious for a morning show.
Well, you know what? They like to mix it up, Tom. They like to get artistic.
I did a morning show in San Francisco
artists.
years ago, and I was hungover as fuck. And they go, "Would you mind? We have
All
to,
you had to say was morning. We know you were hungover as fuck.
We have to do this, cover this fencing exhibit or some event or something." So I had to go down to this fencing place, and they filmed it. And like, would you mind doing? And comedian Tom Rhodes, and like, I've got the fencing outfit on and the mask. It's like I didn't need to be there. It could have been anybody.
Anyone.
I was
could have had a stand-in.
I'm still drunk, and I have to fence somebody so I can get like an extra 3 people in the fucking show.
You had to
Brendan
fence.
Walsh did that for me when I was. Andy threw a party at the bar that they filmed Animal House, the Otis Day in the Night scene. Mind if we dance with your dates?
Right.
Remember that song?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
there's that bar still exists, and there's a campsite out in the way back of Oregon near there. So we had this party out this campsite, and I can't get cell phone reception, and I'm playing Seattle. So I had Brendan Walsh. I couldn't do a phoner to promote my show. So we went into town to that bar. I called Walsh. I go, "Hey, will you do this phoner in Seattle as me?" And it's a show I've been on before. So yeah, sure, I'll do it. So he did it, and they're like, "Wow, you don't sound like yourself." But they went through it, and Brendan Walsh did a whole interview
Did
as
he say
me.
he was sick or something?
I have no idea what he said, but his bullshit was strong.
That's fucking funny. Tom Rhodes, don't piss in the sink. That's not the bathroom.
Yeah, that's not the bathroom.
He's in there throwing up.
I've done that a lot.
Have you?
Bingo has caught me so many times trying to go into the closet in a hotel room to take a piss that you go, well, that's the amount of times you've woken up and found me. How many times have I pissed all over my own shit and never knew about it?
I'm trying to remember.
I do it all the time.
It's the humidity, I guess.
I'm trying to remember
Do
who
you?
told me this story, but somebody opened up their drawer and they pissed on their sock drawer. They went to their dresser and they pulled their sock drawer open and they just pissed in there. And I'm like, how the fuck did you think your sock drawer was the toilet?
I'm sure you've done this. I've peed in the corner of a lot of hotel rooms.
That's what we're
thinking,
talking about.
oh,
We saw you go through the wrong door thinking you thought you were going to the
Wait a
pisser.
minute. You peed in the corner of a lot of hotel rooms?
No, a few of them just being plastered. Like,
Yeah.
I
couldn't
was saying
find
how
it or
many
thought
time-
I was there.
How many times Bingo's caught me doing that versus how many times she didn't wake up that I did that and didn't know I did that.
That's those extra 2 shots. Where your brain says it's over, Doug Stanhope. You say, the fuck it is.
I was plastered in Ireland years ago, and I went out the room door. I thought I was I was just drunk and half awake. I just needed to pee. And then I'm in the fucking hallway naked, and I was banging on the door. My girlfriend comes, "What the fuck are you doing out there?"
Hennigan did that.
Open the motherfucking door.
We already have this on a podcast. Hennigan did that. Right there, my manager, and Henry Phillips both have stories walking out, thinking they're going into the bathroom, walking out naked, and the door shuts behind them, and they're both naked in the fucking hallway going.
And then you instantly become John Ritter. I haven't been. There's no way that's not comedy. You know
And
what? Are you going to go
very
to the
sober.
desk? Hey,
How many people have
No,
ever
I don't
got-
have identification.
Like if you do like a 20-year bid in a hotel, you're working in a hotel for 20 years.
Some dude's coming down naked.
How many dudes come down naked during your entire career, holding their cock and balls, just going?
Depends
I know
if
you're not
comedians
gonna
are
That's
saying
what,
at the
that's what
hotel.
happened to
Nah,
Brian.
it's not
That's
just
what happened to
comedians.
Brian. Where he went into a locker, a housekeeping door that was open, grabbed a sheet or whatever, put it over his dick, and walked down to the hotel, and they just gave him a key. They didn't say ID or anything. One good thing about being old is people don't question your intentions.
Well, I also think that I really think it's
get
way
the naked
more
old
common.
guy out of the lobby as quick as
It's
possible.
way more common than we want to admit, especially if people are drinking booze. If people are drinking booze, I think they're pissing in the hallway. They're walking outside. People get so drunk. I mean, how many people have been around that have gotten so drunk they don't know what the fuck they're doing? I mean, how many people? A lot.
6 stitches.
Yeah, we're not unique. We're not unique. You know, you add us, connect us all to all the fucking people out there in the world that are drinking. There's a lot of people walking down that hall with their dick in their hand, going shit. They hear that ka-chunk.
That's the thing. You got to walk to the front desk with confidence.
Yeah,
you know.
We just got to have one hand on your dick and the other hand, like, just casually explaining your story. You know, just, man, give me a towel. Take your shirt off.
My only problem at that drunk would be over-explaining it. I'd be going, listen, I went to this bar. It was 7 o'clock. I hadn't eaten.
Or letting him suck your dick just to make the story way over the top.
I've never got the front desk to suck my dick, but I'm not Joe Rogan.
But could you imagine if you went to the front desk and a man was like, look, I'll give you the key, but I want to suck your dick. You might let him at least put his dick in your mouth so you could tell people about it. You would think about it. You'd be like, this is the most ridiculous thing. I'm not saying you, Tom Rhodes. I'm saying Doug. I can see Doug Stanhope letting a man.
You'd let a guy
put his
blow you
dick
at
in
the
his
front
mouth.
desk?
Not blow him. Just do
I
it.
can
Just
see
like-
myself saying, all right, you suck my dick as a pre-check because I was going to call a hooker, but if I can't get it up...
If I do this, will you give me a
do
late
some
check?
diagnostics on my penis before I waste $350 on Eros Guide.
Do some diagnostics. Are you plugged in, sir? Do you have the updated software? Oh. Yeah, you would do it just for the story.
Just
That's
for a
the
late,
difference
just
between-
for a
There was
late
a time
checkout.
in my life, yeah.
between you and Tom Rhodes. Tom Rhodes, you wouldn't go
I'm
there.
playing the UK. I have none of my material works, but getting blown in a hotel hallway by a front desk man, that's universal. Do it.
Well, there's the other thing. Like the UK, they demand a new show every year, right? They want you to have like a show. Like this
Yeah,
is the this is the the end of the world show.
Well,
Next
in the
year
UK,
it's,
they all do their shows kind of like plays, where they title
Right.
it. It has a beginning and an end and a through line. And
What's that about?
Well, I'm doing the Edinburgh Festival this year. I've never done it. And
are
it's
you
for the-
doing? Are you
for the-
going to succumb to that peer pressure? Where
I've just always wanted to do it, and
But I mean, are you going to just do an hour, or
I'm going
do
to
you
do
have
what
a
I do. No, I'm not going to talk about
You're
my
not going to make
dad
it all
dying
make
and
sense.
shit,
At
no.
the
Well, wait,
end?
hold on.
No, no
explain.
sad.
Do you
a lot
try
of
to
guys
do
they have a
that?
beginning, a middle, and end. Right?
That's-
Do
Yeah,
you,
no, over there, I never did. But those guys do. They have a themed show. Jim Jeffries had, I can't remember the name. But yeah, it was about, he takes a subject and it can vary.
There's
but
a through line and an arc, and then there's supposed to be a tidy ending.
It's about,
I've done a
it's
bunch
a
of
play.
shows.
That's
over
a fucking play.
That's a fucking play.
And
yeah.
plays suck.
Yeah, I'm not into that.
Yeah.
I'm not beginning.
What's wrong
and
with
ending
going
in
out
the
and
same-
pounding people with jokes?
I'm not ending the same way every night. I'm not beginning the same way every night. There's not going to be the same middle. That's ridiculous. You don't have to do it that way.
No, you don't. But
No.
they, again, the same way we have 3 comics. Any comedy club you go into, there's a opener, a feature, which I'm plugging this everywhere. Stop saying feature.
It's a
it
middle.
confuses the
Yeah.
audience.
You're
Just
in the
say your
fucking
next
middle.
act
Yeah.
and then your headliner.
The middle act.
Yeah, just say the next act. Yeah, but if you say I'm middling for Stanhope, that's what you're really doing. You're middling.
But when you
it's
announce it to an
feature.
audience, a feature they think is a headliner. They don't know the difference.
Well, not only that, it's gross because you know what you're doing. It's the same exact spot. You're doing the same exact thing. And you're trying to pretend it's more prestigious by calling it a feature. That's stupid.
But a feature would sound like a headliner
Yeah.
to a pedestrian audience who
Absolutely.
And the
doesn't
point
know
you were
always
going to
did.
make about England?
It wasn't a
You were
thing
gonna
that
make a point
anybody
about
ever used in the East Coast. That was a thing that you would only use on the road for whatever reason guys would use.
No,
East Coast,
the
nobody
only
ever used
point was
feature.
in the UK they tend to do that. They have a themed show. They have this is what it's called.
They have opening acts?
Not at Edinburgh. No. You go out, you perform your show. I at some point I go, I don't. These rules don't apply to me. Yeah, I'm going to bring fucking Henry Phillips over.
I always
Right, but in clubs in England, usually a lot of times the best comedian's the host. Opens with 20, the whole show is his thing.
That's
I
a
don't know
rule
why.
we
I don't know
should
why in
take.
America we put on like open micers who have no experience and they don't know how to run a show. It's great when in England, like a show's great from the start because you got, and usually he's getting
The middle
paid the
act
most,
is
and everyone
the-
else does 20-minute sets, and this guy, it's like he's presenting.
He's
an
David
evening.
Letterman.
We used to do that in Boston. But
Yeah.
that was the thing in Boston. It would be like, tonight is the Don Gavin show.
And Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve Sweeney and Friends. Kevin Knox and Friends. They would Kenny Rogerson and Friends. They did that all the time.
Well, we need
That
to
was
change
whole
the
thing.
putting the fucking open micer.
Hey, no,
out
I mean,
there
look,
first
you-
because every people
Right.
know the first
Well,
guy's
look,
gonna suck.
Why,
here.
what are you
show up
saying
late.
we can
Right.
change? Why are you saying we can change? If anybody can fucking do whatever the fuck they want, it's you too. You could both do whatever the fuck you want.
Well,
And
we
all
do.
the yeah, exactly.
I'm talking about
The United States,
I'm
right?
talking about
the club format.
zigzags in
Right,
Springfield,
but do you-
Missouri.
Right. But do you do it?
I
I don't do it. I don't go out first and host the show.
I'm
and
talking
then-
about people who are still in comedy clubs where people are going to see comedy and not the comics. So
Right.
they still think they have to put 3 up. I fucking plow through. I said this on fucking Bert Kreischer's
Oh,
podcast, so I don't want to
okay.
repeat.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Like one
Okay.
conversation. But yes, if you don't have a great herd of comics, don't just put up a guy that's shitty because you think you need 3.
Right, but don't you think that the only way we ever get really better at comedy, all of us, is everybody needs to be thrown to the wolves. There's got to be a trial by fire. I think if you see a guy who's got any talent,
Well, that's what open mic nights are for. That's
But sometimes, like, the fucking owner will go up and do 10 because you don't have a third comic. You don't need 3.
You're totally right. But when I used to take guys on the road with me for the Diaz security spot, those guys like Duncan and Ari, both those guys, when I started taking them on the road with me, were essentially open micers. They really didn't work professionally very much. They weren't making money off of it, but I knew that they had potential. So I figured if they could go on stage and break the crowd in, like you go out to a cold crowd every night, a packed crowd that paid money, and you're used to doing
that's
open
Edinburgh.
mic nights. It's fucking great. It's great for them, and it worked for it worked for me. It worked for a lot of
Right,
people.
but those guys have personalities that people love from hearing them on your show. That's different
No,
than like the regular.
No. This is way before that.
Okay.
This was like in the 2002s, 2003s. I was taking those guys on the road with me when they were first starting out. There was no podcast back then.
Okay.
I didn't have any internet presence at all. There was nothing. Every show was just you do radio, you go to town, do local radio. I had nothing. I had a message board that was like pretty popular, but you know, I mean, what does that mean? Like, I had like 10,000 members or something like that at the whole country. You can't like fill a crowd at a comedy club, something like that. So it was all people that knew me most likely from TV, and Duncan would go up first.
Okay.
And by doing that, it's like strength training. It's like running up hills. You know, you just develop the ability to get out of the gate strong. And I watched them all like sort of like morph in that sense. So I see what you're saying. Like, it is the best way to do it, to have a guy like the Tom Rhodes and Friends show, and you go out. So from the moment they go, at the very least, Tom Rhodes is coming back.
No,
when this
I like
fucking
going
guy's
on at
done.
the end with the big fat hour piece of cake.
But you could do
I'm
that,
saying,
too.
Move the middle guy to the front and put the shitty guy in the middle.
No,
You're not
don't
gonna
have
you're not going to have an opener at the Fringe Festival, are you?
Oh no, just me for an hour.
But the problem is the middle guy.
We're talking.
If the middle guy is a shitty guy, he's just going to get buried. There's a big difference between getting buried by, like, if you have Diaz, and then after Diaz you have a guy who's just starting out.
You did that with me.
It's hard. We did it with you, but that was not planned.
Yeah, that was
I mean,
fun, too.
Yeah, well, I mean, we did it for fun. We just but Joey also knows you. He loves you. He throws you on stage, gives you a great introduction, and everybody knows that Joey's coming back.
But
you know?
that's also part of being a great host, is not front loading the whole shit where you don't open with your closer and then bring out the fucking
Definitely.
weak kneed guy. You
Definitely.
ramp it up, and then you're going to come back, and then you make it a little stronger, and you know how to do the show. That's the technician. That's the guy. That's your manager of the fucking show.
But there's some guys that are really good. They're really funny, but they still need to be baby fucked. There's some guys that you just can't have someone too strong going before them. There's just some guys. They have a great style. They have a great... The famous Mitch Hedberg incidents that happened all across the country were all the wrong setup. Like, some guy would go up. He was the wrong middle act. He would go up. He would crush, and then Hedberg couldn't follow him. And then no one could ever say that Hedberg wasn't brilliant. Hedberg's
But
one of my
Hedberg was
all-time
a
favorite
shitty
comics.
MC.
Right.
He was MCing the first time I met him. I was the middle act. And he'd go up with his jokes. He had no, hey, how's everyone doing tonight?
Not
Hey,
whatsoever.
what are you drinking there? And it would have a birthday. He had no skill.
Right.
And Junior Stopka, who I use now. I'd make Brian Hennigan, my manager, or Chaley go up and just say anything if there was no opening act, just so Junior didn't have to go up cold, because he's got nothing other than his jokes. He has no.
Right.
He doesn't have interpersonal skills as a friend.
But I don't know if you necessarily need those if your jokes are strong. You don't necessarily need those. It's awkward at first, but after a few seconds.
Well,
you
we
sort of
played a
settle
lot
in.
of fucked up venues where you kind of have to address awkward situations, and yeah, you need that guy. So even just my tour manager going up, going, "Hey, everyone, doing great? Okay, turn off your cell phone. Just
Right.
announcements," and then bring him up.
That makes sense.
Just get people focused.
That's a good move. That's a very good
But
move.
yeah, there's some people that are not going to be good MCs.
Well, there's some guys that never respond to anything that happens in the audience. They do not deviate from
Hey,
the
rap
path.
guys, MC has an actual fucking meaning in our world. Oh, go ahead.
Whoa, what are you trying to say? You starting a
I'm
rap
trying to
war?
be the Donald Sterling of comedy.
Dude, don't start a rap war on my show. If you want to go on your fucking All Things Comedy and start a rap war, some East Coast, West Coast type shit, you go right ahead. I'm not about that, Doug Stanhope.
Death Squad versus ATC.
What is ATC?
Oh shit!
All Things Comedy. Jesus, get an acronym.
Just wanted to make sure I was right. Comedy. You remember when you were starting out and you never had a fucking inkling of the idea of having a career? Like having a career at comedy was just like a...
When you get those emails, they're the saddest emails where, like, listen, I've been thinking about doing comedy, but like how do I get paid? Well, if
Right.
that's how you're getting into comedy, you're fucked.
Yeah,
from
that's the first, like
beginning.
when opening acts ask you, or open mic guys, the same thing. When can I expect to be paid from this?
That's a pretty
You're
common
the guy-
role.
but
the guys before they've ever stepped on a stage going, like, how am I going to get an agent out of this? What?
Yeah.
You're supposed to want to get pussy out of this. Like, that's why you get to open mic. You want to impress the next funniest guy who's not funny. That's your first goal.
Yeah, the first time you make the back of the room laugh is the first time you feel like, holy shit, I might be a comedian. I heard some comics laugh.
Yeah.
Like, man, you remember the first time when you were an open micer, you heard a pro laugh at something you said? And you're like, holy shit, I made a real comedian laugh. I didn't just make the audience laugh. I think when we were starting out, though, you started out in, what, 90?
Yeah.
It's 88. Like,
84, baby.
There was just like a dream of being able to get paid to do comedy, but the idea of a career or like
The first time I got paid, it was either $10 or $15. And then I called my brother. I go, I'm technically a professional now because I just got paid. And he goes, does that mean you get to take off the protective headgear?
Well, I've always said that the toughest thing about being a comedian is keeping a straight face when they pay you.
right, like, wow, you just gave me money for this?
Yeah, no, I've come to grips with the fact that I have a scam for a living, and I've had no tough life, and there's no way I should get paid for this. But like when I did fraud telemarketing before this, you go, hey, if you don't fuck them over, someone else will. So
The first time I ever got paid, I worked for a guy named Warren McDonald. And Warren McDonald had a brother that was, he would do the...
Ronald.
No. He would run the open mic night. Good guy. Oh, I forget his fucking name. I want to say Bill. Anyway, he was the guy who ran the open mic night. And I worked for him. And we used to do these Norm LaFoe gigs in the middle of fucking nowhere. Did you ever do a Norm
was
LaFoe
ambience.
gig? Did you ever do one of those?
No, I never worked back east.
You never worked back
No,
east
I started
at all?
in Vegas.
But you lived in Worcester. Like, you went back and did gigs there, right?
I went back once, and was it Stitches?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
I
year
did
is
that once, open mic era. So the first 6 months or year, I ate shit.
So
I sucked.
91, that was probably like 90, 91.
Yeah.
I was still there. I think I was still there until 91 or 92.
Back visiting, I
Yeah.
thought, oh, I'm
do you
doing
remember
open mic.
what street it was on? Was it a bigger Stitches or was it the really tiny place that was next to the Paradise?
Commonwealth.
Oh, okay.
Is that,
Yeah,
if that's right. That is the
Yeah,
fucking
Commonwealth
drunkest, saturated, old fossilized brain cell that just came out and told you a street.
Yeah, no, that's it. Commonwealth Ave. I wonder with the Paradise, Boston.
I was on Bill Burr's. Well, you're Massachusetts.
Yeah.
I mentioned Zarex. Do you remember Zarex?
Zarex.
It was a syrup that you would pour into water as a kid, like Tang, but it was a syrup with a zebra on the front. He's like, yeah. Wait, hey, Zarex, was there a zebra? And then, just like that fucking Commonwealth brain cell, he sang the theme song from Zarex like he was speaking in tongues. He didn't
Holy
know what I
shit.
meant at first, and he goes, wait, a zebra? And then he burst into song and had the theme song, which I didn't even know.
You went to the real Stitches if you went to Commonwealth Ave. You went to the original Stitches, which was next to the Paradise. The Paradise was a rock club, like this
You're-
really small rock club.
You're trying to aggrandize a rape scene for me. I died so miserably, but you got raped in a really historical place.
You did.
No, I died. It was the most miserable fucking experience of my early comedy career.
You took it right in your dick hole at a really important
They
place.
fucking hated me.
That's Zarex.
It's back in production now. They started making
What is
Zarex
it
again.
What is Zarex?
It's like that, like I said, it's stuff you put in like drink. It's kind of like that stuff where you put in one little drop into water and it turns it into fruit punch. Like,
They looked it
like
up.
Tang.
They looked
like
it
a,
up.
a
Like
sort
a
of a
Tang.
Tang
Yeah.
ripoff.
yeah.
That spot was amazing. That Little Stitches. That Little Stitches was the little dark room. That
It was
next to
amazing
Paradise.
unless you were a young mullet-haired kid and your brother came to see you for the first time and you ate shit in front of everyone.
I did my first set ever there. That was
How'd
my
you do?
first set. I wasn't that good. Gotta be honest with you.
Your first set wasn't good?
Pretty fucking
We
terrible.
were talking about this. I don't know if it was Burr or Kreischer, but that would be a great set list show, kind of themed show, is break out your first notebooks.
Oh wow, that'd be great.
I had them. I wish I still had them. I would love to do that. It was embarrassing.
I have them.
I got
Oh,
mine
do
too.
you really?
Yeah.
My first one, I wrote out my name. I wrote out, "Hi, my name is Doug Stanhope." I wrote every fucking word out. I have it.
Did you ever practice on a tape recorder before you actually did comedy?
I don't remember doing that.
My dad had one of those
I
tape
said it out
recorder
loud.
things. I would try and do like record funny things. You know, where you had to push
Like
down
reel
with
to
two
reel?
fingers.
Yeah,
No, like the cassette thing.
Oh,
like
yeah,
where
record and
guys
play
in
at the
the
same
you know
time.
office guys did dictation or whatever
Yep.
to those things.
Yep, I had the
Yeah.
exact same thing.
I tried to make silly, little radio shows.
I didn't try to do that, but I tried to do stand-up in it. I would try to do my own version of stand-up as if I was talking to a crowd, and then I would like play it to a couple of my friends. You think this is funny? None of them thought it was funny. They all had the same look, like, oh my God, what are you doing? Like if you're a white guy who wants to try boxing, they're like, oh yeah, man, you're gonna fucking kick everybody's ass, bro. Like there was this sense of like sadness, and they listen to your comedy, like you're never gonna make it. Like this is terrible. This is
But
awful
open
stuff.
mic when you're first starting, you're like throwing anything against the wall that would work.
Well,
Yeah.
I always break it down into two. There's two very distinct stages in the beginning of your comedy. And the first stage is you're doing anything to try to get a laugh. Shit you don't think is funny. It's just tools. They're just hammers and screwdrivers, and you're just hoping to get something that works.
Sea monkeys was
Yeah.
a phrase I
Found that
built.
was funny.
Yeah, I go, that's a funny thing, and I built anything around it where I turned it into a sexually transmitted disease eventually. But I just wanted to say sea monkeys because I thought that was funny.
It's a funny word. Yeah, there was a bunch of those. I used to say spatula.
I had I used a
Spatula
prop.
was a funny word.
I used a prop on my first open mic, and I didn't
dare
realize it was racist.
It was racist. What was it? A
I
black?
had,
Lawn jockey.
I had like drawn
With a
I-
cross burning on
I,
its
I made
lawn
I
It
made
was a monkey with a fucking jockey outfit on.
in a basketball uniform.
His hat on backwards. With a boombox at his shoulder.
No idea.
I had no idea.
He was picking cotton.
He was he had
It was a
chains.
punching nun picking cotton in blackface.
He was chained to a plantation stair.
it was an open mic night joke.
Sorry.
He was robbing a white man. I had no idea.
Hey, Bamamba, says Tom Rhodes on his
He was
first open
talking
mic.
like Fat Albert's friend with the hat over his face.
Abba-dabba.
I had no idea it was racist. By the way, I'm white.
It was,
and
was
I'm not
close. All right,
racist
it
at all,
was-
and I'm super respectful of black
All right.
people. Sorry.
No one.
I'm sorry. What were you saying?
oh, nothing.
Something wasn't racist.
I made it in art class. I started when I was 17. I made one of those high school, one of those.
It's a blackface Mr. Bill.
With a giant dick. Bunch of white
Where are all
chicks
the white women at?
All the white women were climbing on it while he was eating a piece of chicken.
There's no reason it should have taken this long to get to this quick story.
Crying. I'm fucking crying over here. He had a welfare check sticking out of his back pocket, and I have no idea why anybody would think that shit was racist. Oh my god! He had bell bottoms on it and an afro. It's fucking watermelon's delicious. I don't know what the problem is.
It's all right.
Why is everybody so uppity?
He had big lips around his penis. His urethra. Yep. Hop. Hibbity 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 hop. Sorry. All right.
Sorry.
I had to make it one. I had to make it unfunny so you
something
can get through
happened?
your story.
Sorry.
Nothing.
Black guy, something.
Joe, just try a cigarette. One cigarette while
Yeah.
I
I've
get
done
through
it
the
before.
story.
I did it with you.
Come on, I want to hear the story.
Fuck it. I ain't even
No,
telling
I
it.
want to hear the
It was like a
goddamn
secret
story.
that I never would have fucking told anybody, and you guys clowned on
Right.
it. So
You're
fuck
never
that.
going to
I
tell
ain't telling
anybody
you. Never.
except on the internet.
Yeah.
Please.
That's ridiculous.
You guys
Tom.
go off with your
Please.
Oh
fucking
my God.
watermelon and your fucking.
What was your racist thing? I'll tell you my first racist.
I was a
joke.
kid. I didn't, whatever. I didn't know any better. I was, you're trying to be funny, and I don't know. I wasn't. I made an art class, one of those street signs that's a school crossing, and like I made an art class like with like black markers, and I made it and I like yellow poster board. I cut it the size, the shape of the fucking school crossings, and I said, "Come on, when was the last time you saw two bald-headed black kids walk into school?" Carrying books.
I don't get it.
It was. I was 17. I was an
But I
idiot.
mean, why is it? Wait a minute. So it was.
Just when would you ever see two
But it was
bald-headed
a
black
sign.
kids?
The sign had.
No, it's the regular street sign. that-
Okay.
Yeah. A school crossing sign.
Right.
That I recreated that exact
Oh, I
thing.
see. So the
in
silhouettes.
art
You're
class.
saying it's
Yeah.
black kids.
It was
Okay.
stupid. I was 17.
You know what's way more racist is the fucking.
So glad I
signs.
opened up.
I didn't get it. The signs you get when you're in fucking San Diego.
Oh, those the family running across the highway. It's the
Whoa.
dad and the mom and the
And
little
fuck,
girl.
They're not married,
So-
by the way. This is not even the dad. It's the mom.
Right,
and
but
some
it's funny that the
dude
little
she just
kid isn't
met.
even running. The kid is like flying. They're running, and the mom's holding the kid's hand,
Yeah.
and the kid is
kids-
like flying.
Yeah.
because they're running so fast.
Well, you're supposed to slow down because you think
Watch
that there
out for
might be-
people seeking a better life.
Yeah, be careful. They're dangerous. People seeking a better life. That's a fucking weird thing, isn't it? I mean, you're right next to it. You're about as close as humanly possible. You're
Yeah,
a couple
that's
miles.
the only
I'm
place
trying to
I've ever
remember-
seen in the world. Watch out for people running across the highway.
But you're a couple miles away from.
Where's
Mexico.
bingo? What's the name of the sign everyone has? Like every third house, like a political sign where I live on the border. Humanitarian aid is never a crime. Because, people that are fucking decent at the border where I live, and they'll leave water out for people that have trekked across the desert and leave jugs of water.
No,
And-
that's very
and-
cool.
And, you can get arrested for that.
What?
Somehow.
You can get arrested
So, yeah,
for leaving
so-
water?
I don't know how it works, but yeah.
What?
Or aiding them
Oh, my
without
God.
turning them in, or however it works.
They
so,
passed the
yeah,
crystal meth
every
houses to
3
kick in the
houses
house,
has
the
fucking-
door of the house that gave water to somebody.
They don't do that where I live.
I think if you made
I
it
told
that
a great
far, that
fucking-
northern Mexico desert is so fucking just desolate and massive. If you made it that far to the border, you should get like a prize.
It shouldn't be a contest.
It should be like a
man.
car waiting
the
for
idea
you.
is ridiculous. The idea that we're going to keep these people from coming over where there's jobs just because they were fucking shit out of luck. They were
Here's
born
Well,
in
I've
the
had people
wrong
tell me,
town.
well, you
here's how you attack the militiaman guy, saying because they're all family people and Jesus, and go, hey, if your kids were fucking shitty, would you not try to make their life better by doing that? Like, as a father, anytime you go after their kids and put it on their kids, they have to wait. Would you not try to make your child's life better by getting to a better place? If
we really believe in humans, just the concept of human beings, you really believe in that humans are just a born bundle of potential. If you're not a total complete racist, where you think that your race is superior or you're superior because of whatever shape you are or color you are, if you're not that, then the idea of borders and keeping people that are poor out of places where they don't have to be poor anymore because there's jobs. It's ridiculous.
Well, it's funny how people talk about like all these
It's a crime on humanity.
immigrants flooding over the border. I've been down to visit you a couple times.
It's
and
never
I
gonna
was
get
driving
worked
to
out.
El Paso from your place once, and there's that one small road that goes from Bisbee straight to El Paso, and it's right along the border. And there's like army troops out there with camouflage, and then
there's no people,
and
there's
then
no towns.
And then they got ATC vehicles, and then the border patrol guys. This guy pulled me over. I'm a white guy driving a car, and he goes, "I saw you were driving away from California." What the I've come to visit you with Florida plates. What the fuck, the guy?
It's completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
First of all,
mean,
that's
they got that
probably
shit-
drug related, which has nothing to do with immigration. But
Yeah.
what you were throwing out, still almost every argument boils down to overpopulation. Okay, well, these people, everyone will continue to fuck until they have some. Like,
You know, that's a way to look at it. But the real issue isn't right now that we don't have enough resources to deal with the people that are at hand. The real issue is there's people that have no access to resources. There's people that they have the resources monopolized by gigantic corporations in the military-industrial complex. And there's people that live in poverty where the places where they live are some of the richest places in the fucking world. It's more of a greed issue and a money issue and a domination issue than it even is a resource issue. If you just took the amount of oil that's coming out of places where the people are incredibly poor and you just looked at that on a graph and said, how the fuck is this possible? How is it possible that the place where these people were just born is just incredibly rich in natural resources, but a company that doesn't have anything to do with this area has somehow or another acquired the rights to suck it out of the ground, and the people that work in the factories are incredibly poor? How is that possible? That's nothing but cruelty. It's nothing but people with a shit ton of money dominating people who don't have that opportunity. It's nothing but a lack of humanity. It's not about how many babies you have. It's not about resources. It's about cunts.
yes,
And
it is
that's the
about
problem.
resources because there's more people all the time, and that's why we need more resources.
It is, but it's about what do they do with that money? If they'd use that money to enrich these people, it's been proven that when you get people into an industrialized setting, you get people into a nice city, they have plumbing, their amount of children they have drops. Like, that's one of the number one concerns about all the people that, like, believe in overpopulation. There's another school of thought amongst, like, real scholars. I'd say that overpopulation exists in rural areas, third world countries, a lot of different places, India, China, what have you. But when places become stabilized and people start having careers and lives, the number of children they have actually drops. It drops to, like, every couple will have like 1.5 kids or something like that, you know, per statistic. So it's not that these people are, everyone's fucking too much.
But
What-
the
what it
numbers
is,
of people keep going up. So
that's not good. But you know what? Right now it's totally sustainable.
There's your proven statistics, and then there's actual math of how many people keep appearing.
It is, but it's not, because look, humans.
No,
I'm
it is.
with you. I'm with you, and
There's
I agree
more
with
people.
you. I agree with you to a certain
If
extent.
we want to go outside and count them to win a bet,
no, there's plenty of people. There's more
No, but I'm
people than
saying
ever.
there's
But
always more.
There is always more, but right now it's totally sustainable. And what I'm saying is that in industrial situations, the numbers actually drop. So just because there's a lot of people today, and there's 7 billion people, and next year there might be 7.
So poverty is thriving.
It is currently, but it doesn't mean that it has to stay that way. Once industrialization, this is just science when it comes to population control. When you industrialize an area, the people have less children. Because when the people start getting careers, they have less children. So even though you might have an area that has a lot of people right now, if that area improves in the quality of their infrastructure, their economy, all these different variables. Obviously, I don't have a dog in this fight. But once they start doing that, the number of babies they have actually drops. So it's a matter of, in my opinion, it's definitely an
moved into West Hollywood in 1995 in a rent-controlled place. Brian still lives there. Parking is way fucking harder. This is not an impoverished place in West Hollywood. There's more fucking people.
Well, there's more
showing up
people
everywhere.
here, but there's less people in Cleveland. There's less people in Detroit. Detroit is fucking half empty now. Detroit, you can buy a house for $500. I mean, California's a great spot. It never rains. It's fucking 80 degrees in February. Everybody moves here because they want to be famous like Kim Kardashian.
You got me there just because I'm drinking.
Look, it makes sense. There's definitely more people. Like, statistically, there's way more people. And it is a problem. But it's not the number one problem. The number one problem is the country, the world, all the economies, all of the fucking natural resources are controlled by cunts. By evil cunts that have shit tons of money and weapons. That's the number one problem. This idea that our problem is overpopulation. If we have less people, we're going to have fucking smooth sailing. That's not real. Because the people that I know are all people. The people that I love are all people. They started out being fucking babies, and then became awesome. I mean, that's all the people that I know had to start out somewhere as people. If we want to believe that the human race can carry on and more Tom Rhodes and Doug Stanhopes and more interesting people can exist that way, someone's got to make a fucking person. It doesn't mean that we should all, and it doesn't mean there's anything wrong with not doing it, and ain't anything wrong with doing it. But that's not our number one fucking problem. Our number one problem is cunts. That a gigantic chunk of the population is controlled by cunts.
And where do cunts come from?
Cunts come from people.
Babies.
So do comedians.
No,
so
but-
do strippers.
Yeah,
so
but like,
do
you know, what you're talking about,
singers.
like,
all your favorite movie stars. They all came from a vagina.
But, you know, you're talking about lifting up societies like
Yes.
Nigeria. Look how poor these people are. You think these Shell executive oil people would get tired of getting kidnapped and their refineries getting taken hostage? And
They have enough security to prevent most of it. You know, if you got enough money,
So they don't
you
have to
plan
lift
ahead.
up the society then.
Yeah, if you got enough money, you plan ahead. You can keep people at bay. It's fucking Game of Thrones type shit. It's pretty simple. It's just more sophisticated.
Oh, here he goes, throwing his intellect in it. You can keep up with Game of Thrones? I got through half of the premiere episode. I go, oh, this is too fucking convoluted for me. But, yeah.
It's complicated. Look, I see both points. I see your point. I see. Look, life is, no matter what, it's pointless. I mean, you live and you die. For you, for any individual, it's a temporary ride. But I think that to concentrate entirely on the futility of it all.
How are you going to drop this on me now?
Have you seen?
It's going to end?
What the fuck? But there's not. But
Have you seen Pervert's Guide to Ideology?
No.
That guy
Is it a book?
Zizek. He's
Is it a
like
book?
the Slovenia's premier philosopher. He's big in England. He's got this great movie. It's documentary. It's called The Pervert's Guide to Ideology, and he breaks down with movies and how we're like just mass fed these different ideologies. And he starts with that movie They Live.
Oh, yeah.
From '88, where the guy finds the sunglasses and
Roddy
he puts it on.
Piper, bitch.
Yeah, and he sees the aliens.
He was on the
and everything.
podcast last night I did with him.
He's great.
Yeah.
I love
Roddy
that
came
too.
around.
Yeah, he's
came
around.
up.
He does like comedy shows with Steve Simone.
Yeah, he came up on stage. We were doing a podcast, and this guy just starts walking towards us, and then starts walking on stage. And I was like, 3 seconds. I was about to go, "Hey, sir, you can't just." But then, right when I did it, Tony Hinchcliffe goes, "Roddy Piper, everyone." I'm like, "What?"
So you didn't
Well,
know
it's
he
a
was
cool
coming up
flick.
there? You
Huh? We had no idea. He just walked on stage in the middle of our
That's
podcast,
hilarious.
Kill Tony.
That's hilarious. Have you ever seen the video he did with Ari when he came on stage with him and
Yeah, I was
body
there.
slammed him?
I was there. That was weird.
Ari Shaffir got body slammed by
I think that's
Roddy
that was on
Piper.
TMZ, I
Yeah, that was awesome. That was awesome. That was a naughty show, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sam Tripoli.
Did I miss the end of Zizek? I
No.
try to have my prostate timed with Tom Rhodes so I can start pissing when he talks about Zizek and get back right at the
He's
end
done.
of the beat.
He said it all. He it was a Zizek soliloquy.
That's tough to say.
it?
Here's Ari. That's Dana DiArmond announcing it, and here's it Roddy Piper.
Fucking Dana
Piper.
DiArmond?
Yeah.
I, do a
I
podcast
remember
with
her from the MySpace days, and it was Dana DiArmond Photography. So I thought the thumbnail was some dude named Dana that put hot chicks up so you'd follow him. And it wasn't until recently where I found out, and I saw she follows you, and I'm like, oh, that's really a hot chick. I thought it was a dude using a hot chick he took a picture of to try to get me to follow him.
No, she's a very nice person and happens to be a hardcore porn star. But she's a very nice person.
Yeah.
This is very cool. We did a podcast. We did a couple of podcasts with her at the Ice House, but we did one with her at Brian's place. In the old
Tabitha
days.
Stevens seems
Yeah.
really cool on Twitter.
She's cool.
To the point where I'm like, I don't want you to do this. I follow you. You don't have to send me a dirty picture every day.
I think she enjoys it, though.
Yeah.
She's
I know,
really
I
cool,
know,
but
but-
she enjoys it.
But you don't have to do that to me, you want to say.
I understand. But you got to let a hoe be a hoe. It's like from a Willie D song. It's from the Ghetto Boys.
I think that when they decoded the hieroglyphics on the pyramids,
yeah,
that's
it
what
says
said.
that. It says that. It's in.
Let a hoe
It's
be a hoe.
cryptic. You got to use the Rosetta Stone to get it correctly. Yeah,
Fuck are you watching?
that's Roddy Piper
on the piano.
banging Ari Shaffir's head off the piano,
And then
now
raping
he's
him in the ass.
some sort of sex thing going on.
You know he's passed at the Comedy Store.
Roddy is?
Yeah.
Well, that's where the Comedy Store is today. Oh my God, he beat him with a
Oh
belt.
yeah, that's when Ari's like, okay, I got to get out of here.
Wow, he really beat him.
Yeah.
Well, hey, they used to really, for real, beat the fuck out of each other in those old days of wrestling. Those guys used to cut each other.
In the Ari Shaffir, Roddy Piper wars.
No, the real Roddy Piper wrestling matches, Doug. That's what we're talking about. That they used to beat the fuck out of each other.
I was out pissed.
You didn't even pay attention.
I was
We were just
taking-
showing the video of Roddy Piper beating Ari Shaffir with a belt.
Am I the guy off the mark right now?
Yeah, you're a little off the mark. Roddy Piper was just beating Ari with a belt in this video, and we were saying that that's for him. That's what the fuck they did. They used to hit each other with chairs and shit. They really hit each other. Just like you can get hit with a chair and you can be all right. And if that's what your job entails, like I know you don't want to clean toilets, but somebody's got to do it. That's their job.
I
His
always
job-
assumed the wrestler was kind of authentic. The movie.
Yeah,
Like,
it's fairly authentic. Yeah, it's fairly
I'm
authentic.
going to do this to you. Are you cool with that?
Yeah.
All right.
There was a great Louis Theroux documentary where he went around to all these low level
Every time he's on our level, Tom, we go, hey, we can talk wrestling. That's dumb. He goes, well, Louis Theroux once said, what?
Yeah, you fucking sidestepped my Zizek
on Golden Pond.
Then now we're on Thoreau, Louis Theroux.
He goes to these local North Carolina wrestling matches where these amateur guys, they're not making any money. They're cutting themselves with razor blades to making themselves bleed. I mean, it's fucking crazy. One guy puts barbed wire all over himself, and they charge into each other with barbed wire, beat each other with barbed wire sticks and shit. Like, for real, they're cut. They're all bleeding after the thing. They're
The
laughing
original
about it.
Jackass.
Well, they really used
When
to
they
hurt
had
each other.
theater with Jackass.
Those guys, there was a big coke scene, and they used to hang around a lot of comedians in the 80s. I remember hanging out with Jake the Snake.
Really?
And he had the largest bag of cocaine I've ever seen in my life.
Well, those guys are all medicated.
You saw
They're
that?
all constantly hurt.
You saw that documentary, Beyond the Mat?
No.
What is that?
Fucking, it's about wrestlers. It was fantastic.
About pro wrestlers?
Yeah, they would like 5 different guys. They had the new guys starting out, and then intermediaries, and then Jake the Snake Roberts, who's now playing an armory in Kearney, Nebraska.
Still,
fucking yeah, and they're gonna meet him up with his daughter that he never met, that he abandoned, but he used.
What are you
to
playing, Brian?
he
it,
couldn't break
That's
away
it.
from the merch table, so he never met her.
What is this?
This is
No, he
Beyond the
starts
Mat.
smoking crack, and they get him like on a camera shot through his motel blinds,
Oh, I don't wanna see
smoking
this.
crack.
I'm gonna get sad.
Right here. is the- his-
Oh, just please, I'll
What?
get sad.
What?
Stop playing this fucking nonsense.
Joe gets sad a lot.
I don't want. Look, I get sad
yeah.
when I watch people that are wrestlers, and
That was
they're doing-
from that. That was the guy that died.
I watched the
in ring.
documentary, but fuck.
It was wicked good. It made me want to do a documentary about all the 80s comedians who thought they had it made, because all of a sudden it's like the oil boom now in North Dakota where everyone's making $5,000 a week with book jokes. 2 Jews walk into a bar. Thank you, $5,000 Kansas City. And where they became Vic Dunlop. Fucking lost a leg and then he's dead. But for a minute he was fucking huge. Not even huge. He was just rich.
He died, didn't
All
he?
you had,
he
all
did.
you had to do was get an evening of the Improv. If you had a Caroline's Comedy Hour and an evening with the Improv, you were good. And if you had an MTV half-hour comedy hour and a Caroline's Comedy Hour and an evening at the Improv, holy shit! You were in one of those USA. You remember those USA comedy guides? You remember
Yeah,
those
yeah.
Before the internet, they'd have this industry.
It was the
guide.
who's who of comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Remember
Like
Skippy?
Showtime put that out or
Skippy had a 2-page spread. Skippy from the Facts of Life.
Mark Price.
Is that what it's from?
Yeah.
Was it the show? Facts
Yeah,
of
Mark's.
Life? What was the fucking
No,
show?
Yeah, Mark Price. Skippy.
But what was the show?
Facts of
Family
Life.
Ties.
Family Ties.
The
Justine Bateman once emailed me, and I was starstruck. She goes, "I think you're brilliant." I go,
Whoa.
"Are you the Justine Bateman that I know from TV?" And this is not a long time ago.
Did you jerk off while you were?
No, I was.
out?
It was like 6 years ago. I probably told this story on the internet.
I don't think
Who
you
didn't
did.
love Mallory? She was incredible.
That's pretty interesting. So she decided that she was going to reach out to you.
Yeah. It was,
Did you tell all your friends?
this story takes about 3 minutes. Do you have the time for it? She came to a show. Garrett Morris opened a comedy club, the Downtown Comedy Club, or
Garrett Morris from Center.
yeah. And it was like in a sushi place in a hotel. So we played it, and Justine Bateman showed up after that email, and I'm all excited. I'm doing 2 shows. Well, anyway, whatever it is, we get done the show. She's been there. Lynn Shawcroft, Hedberg's wife, and Bingo, they've been drinking a lot. So I go to the downstairs bar after the show to meet them and some producer friend Hollywood types. And I'm all like, hey, I'm nervous because I'm fucking starstruck by Justine Bateman at way too late of an age to be starstruck by Justine Bateman. Good time to take a piss, Tom Rhodes.
How dare you, Tom Rhodes, you selfish son of a bitch.
So they're fucked up. Bingo and Shawcroft are so fucked up, and they're like spilling the tables, and everyone's trying to be polite and ignore the fucking elephants in the room. They have pizza on one of those trays that's being heated from the bottom, and Shawcroft knocks the pizza. Shawcroft, her excuse is that she's on a what's the diet where you can't have carbs?
Oh,
The fucking
Atkins.
Atkins. She's doing the Atkins. So she's drinking vodka instead of drinking beer, but she's drinking vodka at the same rate you would drink beer. So she's so fucked up so quickly, and she's knocking shit over. And you don't know what love is. You don't. And I'm like, and I'm distancing myself from my own girlfriend and my friend. Like, I don't.
Oh, God.
At one point, she knocks their pizza on the ground and gets down on all fours, going, I don't care, I'll eat it. And she's eating pizza off of Justine Bateman's feet. And I'm just trying to make a smiley face.
God.
And Justine was fucking great. And she knew how to bust balls. And she's making fun with it and being kind of cruel like a comic would. Skip to the next morning. Shawcroft wakes up from her blackout going, oh my God, did I make an asshole out of myself in front of that Justine Bateman? And I go, you were fucking crawling on all fours like a pig eating pizza off her feet. And without any irony or like sarcasm, Shawcroft goes, oh my God, I ate pizza? I'm not supposed to have carbs?
Dude, why are you not telling that on stage? You need
Because
to.
it's not my story.
It's abandoned.
I probably told it a million times on a bunch of podcasts.
We'll delete it off the internet, and please tell it on stage. That's a great goddamn story.
She is so fucking funny.
Oh my God, I'm not supposed to eat carbs. Oh, so she's gluten free? Is that what it is?
Yeah, again, this is like 6 years ago. I don't know.
That's fucking hilarious. Well, good on Justine Bateman. Good for her. What show was she on?
Family Ties.
That was
Family
with
Ties.
Michael J. Fox.
Yep.
Yeah.
Takes place in Ohio.
He's back, bitches. I don't know if you know.
What?
Tom Segura's got a fucking 20-minute bit about the Family Ties, the new Michael J. Fox show.
God, it's horrible.
It's brutal. It's a
I've
brutal
watched
bit. It's so mean. So fucking mean. You're fucking ragging on the guy with Parkinson's.
Again, I've done 4 podcasts in 24 hours, basically, or 36. So I
feel like you got
my point
loose
is I
with this
hate to
one.
repeat myself, but Bert Kreischer is talking about Tom Segura has been on my list of shit to do to watch because I've heard about him so much from you, your podcast, and tweets and stuff and Kreischer said, "Fuck yeah, you got to see him." I still have not pulled up YouTube or anything of it.
He's really good, man.
Yeah.
He's really good. I met him when I did the Maxim tour with Charlie Murphy, me and Heffron and Charlie Murphy.
You know Segura?
Oh, he's hilarious. I love
He's
it.
really good. Every place we went, they had a new guy open for us, like a local guy or a guy that won like a local contest, and he went up in Phoenix. We did the Hollywood Theater, the same theater where Louis did his last special, and Segura went up, and I was like, holy shit, this guy's good. He was like, out of all the guys, we had 22 shows, so 22 different guys opened for us, but he was the only one that really stood out. I was like, oh,
He's
this
a
guy's-
beast.
He's legit.
His podcast is fun, too.
Yeah, he's just a fun guy. He's just a good guy. He's like Kreischer, His wife is fucking hilarious, too. You ever seen Christina Pazitsky?
No.
Yeah,
I don't
she's
know
great.
anyone. I've seen no one ever.
She went up. Sam Tripoli had this naughty show, and he had all these people on the show, and I mean, it's all chaos. It's like, there's Tom. It's like
Tom and Bert.
naked people and people getting beaten by belts and all this chaos, and this woman was beating this guy with a belt, and I was thinking, oh my God, I can't believe she's got to follow this. Like, how is she going to fucking follow this? And it was the first night I met her. She's like real friendly, and I was like, poor Tom's wife going to go up and try to follow a guy getting beaten by a belt. She goes up and slays, and I was like, holy shit, she's really good. She's really funny. It's like finally a husband and wife team where they're both really funny. Which usually like the wife's really funny, but the husband's some bitch that just follows her around and tells her how awesome she is.
Yeah.
Or vice
Writes
versa.
the jokes, but can't do it himself.
It's one or the other. One of the other. It's either the husband's awesome or the wife's awesome or something. What are you doing?
That's why their
Christina
podcast is
Pajitsin.
fun. Your mom's
What's
house.
she
So
doing
you just
with a fucking crocodile?
Oh, that was her when she was on Road Rules.
She was on Road Rules?
Yeah.
Long
Oh
time
my
ago.
God, that's hilarious. But she's a really good
Cutie.
comic. Bottom line, she's a really good comic. Funny. Just a legit comedian. Has nothing to do with gender or the fact that she's married to a legit comedian. It's a rare instance where two legit comedians are hooked up together. Can't come up with another one.
No.
I can't come up. Well, I love it, though, because I love that you can never say it doesn't work. You know? People always say, oh, don't ever date a comic. That fucking never works. You can't say that. It doesn't. Most of the time, it doesn't work. But it doesn't mean it can't work. It can totally work. Like Tom and Christina, it actually works. They're both really funny. But it's a perfect example of...
Come on, in history, there had to be at least an instance of where two funny people that were already legitimately
Were
funny
George Burns
married.
and Gracie Allen, were they married?
Captain and Tennille. No?
Jim Carrey married Jenny McCarthy, who was hot enough for you to
Yes.
think was funny.
Bo and Luke Duke. Look,
Tim Conway. Don Knotts.
There's none. There's fucking Tom and Christina. That's it. Never existed.
That's why we need gay marriage.
That's what I'm talking about. If two really
The
funny
only
guys.
way you can find two funny women in a room.
Well, what about if Richard Pryor and George Carlin married each other? The greatest gay couple, the greatest married couple of all time.
Yeah.
Gay marriage. If they were both gay and they went into comedy.
I back gay marriage, but you're talking interracial, and I'm out.
My favorite thing you've ever done outside of your comedy is that fucking Bisbee Town Hall thing that you did, where you went up there and.
Oh, you didn't see the one where I ate shit the next time.
There's another one. How did you eat shit?
I went up. It was the most brutal. Every comic has had the dream where you go on stage and you can't talk and you don't know what you're saying, and the audience is look. That happened to me in real life. After I did the one, I spouted off at one city hall about, why are you having prayer at a city council? And that was quick. And the next time I went, when they were actually voting on the referendum for civil unions, and I sat in the back listening to all these Christians speak, and I just, like you watch the opening acts, and you go, I can riff off of this. And I developed this bit in my head that was not ready, and I went up to speak, and instead of hearing the "ladies and gentlemen, are you ready for your headliner?" and applause, I realized there's dead silence, and I'm walking through water, and I went up to speak, and I lost my breath. I started to talk, and I see the mayor looking at me like, "Why are you up here? What are you doing?"
The mayor of Bisbee?
Yeah.
How many people are in Bisbee?
5,000, 5,500.
Don't make me move there. I'll become the mayor.
Everything
Straighten that shit out.
Everything
It's
that
an
I had
imbalance.
thought about listening to a bunch of speakers.
Is
Does
this
that me
it?
live?
Is that the video?
Yeah.
Is this the
Oh,
exact thing?
jeez.
Is this it?
Obviously, we have enough people in the room to fight on my behalf. I don't have to be here. There was rumors of buses of churches that were going to show up and filibuster this, so we felt we had
Is
to
this
sit
This is
down.
no. This
This
is
is a
not the
different one?
breakdown. There was the
This is a
next
different one.
the next city council meeting.
Okay, I saw this one.
I fell apart where I'm like I'm talking to a cop with a dead hooker in my trunk, and then all the eyes are getting worse, and then I start flop sweating, and I'm going. This is why I'm going to default lines. This is
long
why
is
I normally drink when the Rosa Parks and I had to leave in shame, knowing that the fucking mayor and one of the councilmen and the rest of my friends have seen this, and they're coming to my house, and I'm like, I have to leave Bisbee.
Why are they coming to your house?
Because we party over there.
You party with
Yeah.
the mayor?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, the mayor's cool. I met her. I've been at your house.
Why would you panic then if you party with
I
the mayor?
just went into a fucking panic. Like I had all this stuff that I know in my head is a comedy bit that I could do, but
it
going
just
up
wasn't
to
done yet.
No, going up to a bunch of people that are angry and don't want to see me and don't know.
You got to always bring at least a little bit of your own audience.
But I did. I had my friends there, which made it worse. I have no idea. It was
need
the
sycophants.
dream that you have where you don't know what the fuck you're doing on stage and you wake up going, oh, fucking thank God that was just a dream. But it was real, and it was really, to this day, I see people that were at that city council meeting, and I go, I should kill myself.
You hang your head in shame.
It was fucking...
How long ago was this?
Last year.
Dude, we need to change this.
You got to move to a new town.
We need to move this reality. No, we need to fucking clean out the town. Everybody who's seen that, we need to kill them. That's all it is.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. That's the
I
way-
actually said that on stage.
we
Yo,
need to-
no, last week I went up and city council.
You
I
redeem
went-
yourself?
No, I didn't redeem us. I didn't kill, but I went up and said, hey, listen, we're having a party. You know, I want to talk about
Wait a
noise
minute.
complaints.
At a city council meeting, you went up and said, hey, listen, we're having a party?
I go, hey, no, I said, hey, listen, I want to talk about noise complaints. You know what? There's neighbors that make noise complaints, and you're going to make a lot on May 25th. We're having a party out of respect for a whiskey girl and a nowhere man who died tragically between 6 and 10 p.m. You know what? Don't call the cops. Just show up. Bring some food.
Dude, you're running that town. Why don't you run for mayor?
Well,
You think
first
you
of
would
all,
win?
I could win.
I could help you.
But it's you'd have to show up, and it pays $386 a month.
I don't even want any money.
And all the people that don't know you
I'll help you.
will hate you.
No,
in
they won't.
Safeway.
No, we'll get rid of them. They'll move.
No.
How much do you think their houses are worth? Here's the reality. Here's the reality. If they really had their shit together, would they be living in Bisbee? Most likely, no. But
That's their
you can
world.
just
You don't shit where
launch
you eat.
people in there, move people to town Doug Stanhope. They'd start buying up all these houses of these malcontents who are upset that you're the new mayor.
When you're on the road, you do
Jonestown,
your
Bisbee
show.
style.
Let's say there's 500 people at the show. At the end of the night, the staff are your only friends. You don't fuck with the staff. I live with the staff. I live with a small, tiny amount of people, and you're going to see them at Safeway every day. And if you fuck up what they think is important, meaning city politics in Bisbee, I don't want to see those. It's the same reason you wouldn't work a cruise ship. Because if you suck, you're going to have to see those same people at the buffet and the Lido deck and shuffleboard for another week.
I see your point. I wouldn't work a cruise ship because I don't want to be on a boat in the middle of the fucking ocean, trapped with a bunch of people. But I see your point. Like if you bomb, what
Don't
I'm
be
saying
mayor.
is, it would be fuck Hunter Thompson running for sheriff of Woody Creek. If you ran for mayor of Bisbee and actually won, it might be the greatest victory that our generation has ever had. If
We
you
have
had-
a great mayor.
Listen, dude, the great mayor is great. He'll work for you. This is my thoughts. You could take over Bisbee, and then from you taking over Bisbee, we just start moving people in. Just start people who fuck this place. It's going to shit. Stanhope's doing coke. They sell their house. Cool people buy it. I want to be near Stanhope. Next thing you know, you got a fucking town filled with Doug Stanhope fans.
I tell you, whenever I visit you,
Do you know why I give out my address on your podcast?
'Cause you're trying to do
212
this.
Van Dyke Street,
'Cause you're trying to make this
Bisbee,
do it.
Arizona, 85603. Let me repeat, 212 Van Dyke Street, Bisbee, Arizona, 85603. Mail packages to us. I can give that out because I can't get my own friends, namely Joe Rogan, to even visit me, much less
I
get
would be
psychotics.
happy. I'd be happy to visit you. I'd be happy to visit you.
You would be.
I haven't done it, but I would be happy to visit you. You
Well,
tell
you're going to
me-
buy the cave house.
I would like to buy that cave house, but then you fucked up. Now everybody knows the fucking cave house is where I'm going to be living.
Everyone's known about the cave house. It's been
But what
featured
if
in
I
magazines.
buy the cave house? That's a different thing because you just said you're going to buy
Timeshare it. Airbnb.
You fucked me up. You fucked up my cave house dreams right there by disclosure. By involuntary disclosure, you fucked up my cave house dreams.
That house has been in so many magazines.
We just need guns and fences and shit.
We have
Just
guns.
Hire Mexicans. I think that you could run that town, dude. I think you're already running that town.
No.
You're already owning
you-
real estate.
Have you seen Windy City Heat?
oh, hilarious.
Okay.
Great show.
That's
Great
what
show.
we're looking at.
It's fine.
Is to not run for mayor, but run someone for mayor.
That's okay. Now I like how you think.
Enough said.
Now I like how you're thinking. Now I like what you're thinking.
We're
Well,
thinking.
what we need to do is there's a lot of people that just really are not totally buying the whole future Bisbee experience. We need to get them to start selling. You know, it's like a reverse blockbusting. Let them know. Look,
Gentrify Bisbee. I already have a guy that's made the logo. It's the communist fist with a Rolex on it. It says Gentrify Bisbee.
that's your version of the Gonzo fucking two-thumbed holding the peyote button.
Yeah, Gentrify Bisbee in communist lettering.
Dude, you make
Font.
it very, very attractive. Make moving to the middle of nowhere next to the
There's some
Mexican
cool
border.
places there.
You
It's a
couldn't
cool-
do it.
Cool town.
I couldn't do it.
No, you have to have the fucking. You need shit around you.
What do I need
I'm
around
good.
me?
I'm good. Like just laying in a hammock.
But
I
I
don't
live-
actually have a hammock
I lived in the mountains of Colorado for a while.
for about 2 months and fucking fled back here.
No, it was 3 months. But but my wife got pregnant. You can't live up there if you're pregnant.
Yeah. The point is,
But you can't.
you're like a tell. You have to do a show before the giant show. You have to have a big show before the giant show. I understand it. I'm not downing you.
What's that mean? The big show before the giant show?
Well, you go to do UFC, and then you do a big theater show before you do the monstrous fucking UFC show. And yeah, you thrive on that kind of attention. I'm terrified by it. When you brought me to UFC, I've never been more scared. Even with you, like, just stay with me. Rogan, get a picture. And like, fuck you, Hollywood. That was.
That's my
It's-
UFC experience in a nutshell. Fuck you, Hollywood. Me walking through a crowd.
Joe, you got me tickets to the Staples Center a couple
Yeah.
years ago, and I had never been to UFC, and I absolutely loved it.
Wild shit.
Just transformed because I was a real boxing fan, purist, and I absolutely fell in love with it. But the seats were like way up in the top of the arena, and some guy that was sitting in my seat, and I mentioned the guy was in my seat. I showed him the ticket, and I started talking to the guy. He was in like the next seat over, and I was so high up, and I had mentioned that Joe Rogan had gotten me the tickets, and the guy turns to me and goes, "I thought you were better friends." Because they were so high up, they were like,
How high up were they?
They were pretty high up.
Did you get the tickets really last minute or something? It must be.
Probably a couple days before.
Yeah, that's the problem. It was probably sold out. That's all I could get you. Fucking lazy.
See that little
bitch.
speck down
Holla-
there? I
holla
know
at me
that
a
guy.
little- Brian, how many times have you been on the floor?
Almost every time.
Yeah, he's
Really?
always on the floor.
I
If
had
you
pretty
get in
good-
touch with
I
me.
had pretty good seats.
Yeah, Stanhope's on the floor
All
too.
right, all
I would have
right.
had you on the floor. You just
All right.
can't holler at me 2 days before. Tom Rhodes.
It's probably based on that racist bit you did.
Yeah. Something
night.
about that fucking watermelon
Jesus,
chicken eating.
I should have kept that a secret.
Soldier that you had.
Was a black fighter headlining? Because
Yeah, dude. If you ever want to go, just ask me. You don't have to drop hints on a podcast. Jesus Christ, I'll get you better seats.
Bill Cosby.
The fuck yeah, we're gonna go.
Are we?
We're gonna go see Bill Cosby if you want to go. Me,
No, fuck no.
me and Edwards. I'm telling you, I keep hearing he's really fucking funny. I keep hearing from a bunch of people that he tells these long, really funny storytelling bits. I heard it from Bill Burr. I heard it from Ian Edwards. Heard it. Bill Cosby. I heard it from Chris Rock. I heard it from a bunch of fucking people that Cosby's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I heard the same thing.
I keep hearing it, man. I heard it from a random dude that doesn't even do comedy in Austin. He goes, you know what really fucking surprised me? He goes, my friends took me out to see Bill Cosby. And I was like, I don't want to go see Bill Cosby, man. He's like 80 years old. What the fuck am I going to get out of this? He goes, dude, I was fucking crying laughing. He goes, for the first 5 minutes, you go, what am I getting into? Because he doesn't have an opening act. He just goes out there and he starts talking. For the first 5 minutes, it takes a while to build up. And he goes, I'm like, what am I doing? Like, what? Oh my God, what am I fucking sitting through? How long is this going to be? He goes, then you start fucking, starts tying things together. You start fucking laughing. And then it goes deeper and deeper. Apparently, he's been touring. Like, you go look at his schedule. He's fucking touring a lot. And you look at his schedule.
I saw him working out a lot of that shit at the Comedy Cellar.
You joking?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
joking.
he doesn't work it out at all. He does it on stage.
I was
But he's
just-
working
I was
every night.
imagining Bill Cosby like bumping someone at the Comedy Cellar at midnight to work out some new
He's
shit.
still doing 2 theater shows a night in some places. I mean, he's doing a lot of shows, and I think
Well, he's got all those illegitimate kids to take care of.
He's also had a few lawsuits.
Yeah,
Date rape, something.
Yeah,
whatever.
Between
Would
long,
you like to see my pudding pop?
between lengthy phone calls to black comics about how they're ruining the fucking.
Yes.
Right.
Listen, he's 100%. He's flawed. He's definitely flawed. But my idea of it is not to connect him to what the art form that I appreciate. Like, I appreciate guys like you, Diaz. I understand. I don't like clean
I'm
comedy.
saying Donald Sterling needs the same fucking decency. Hey, that's an old, feeble fucking dude that America is up in arms about, rather than the justice system, which is really abusively racist. Oh, yeah. Bill Cosby, Donald Sterling, tour together.
Okay. I see your point. Look, I'm not.
Can I switch headphones with Tom Rhodes so it looks like he said that?
No. I'm not in support of anything that Donald Sterling or Bill Cosby has said, but I think that it's tough to ignore Cosby as a craftsman.
And Sterling's not that funny.
And I think Sterling's pretty funny when he's trying to bang a 20-year-old and he's fucking 81. I think it's funny that he pulls it off. And he's got to buy. Everybody's like, oh, my God, he bought her a Bentley and a Ferrari. You have to buy him a Bentley and a Ferrari. If you have $1 billion, a Bentley and a Ferrari is like buying a chick a necklace. You buy her something pretty, and she sucks your dick. And then if you're lucky, she'll do it again in 6 months.
But he shouldn't have missed a payment.
He's 81
if you're a
years
billionaire
old.
guy and you're banging some psycho side pussy, make sure they got the payment.
You know what happens is these guys get fucking greedy, and they don't realize how much $1 billion really is.
I've been that guy.
You can give a chick like that.
I've been that guy where you're so desperate for a chick not to leave you that's out of your league.
Yeah. You start talking racial shit to make her feel uncomfortable.
I have said so much worse shit.
That's what he did. He said some racial shit to make her feel uncomfortable, man. I think that's what happened. That's what he said happened. I think he's just an asshole. Just an old asshole, and he didn't know that he was being recorded.
She came on CNN like 2 days later. He goes, "I'm his silly rabbit." Did you see that?
No, she
came
came on
like
CNN
2 days later.
recently?
I'm his silly rabbit.
He has a view of race that might be inappropriate to someone. A racist doesn't hire black general managers and coaches.
Yeah.
He's not a fucking Klansman. There's real racism in the world. Sports people are not your fucking...
Well, one thing wasn't talked about.
Pillars of morality.
Did he say it in his own house? I mean, you should be able to say whatever you want in your own house, right?
Well, apparently
that's what's kind of Orwellian about it. But they never said where it was recorded.
Well,
and why would he bring the side pussy to his house?
These niggers over. You know what? My team's going to be all white.
Apparently, here's the deal.
He said, fuck. Go ahead and fuck.
Black guys.
Not Michael Jordan.
Magic Johnson.
Magic Johnson. Is that, you know what? Feed him, fuck him, I don't care. Just please don't put pictures on Instagram.
Yeah.
If that's racist.
Well, the idea is that it's racist because he's in this great position of power.
People keep contacting me. Going, you're fucking a black guy. It's the culture.
They call him, Donald, did you really buy that broad? You bought her a Ferrari? And look at her taking the pictures of Michael Jackson.
With the Schwarzer.
You know the magic. Magic
where's our
fucks
Jews?
everything he can. You know that, right? Magic is just constantly fucking this broad. And you're buying her a Rolls Royce. You know what
don't want
Magic
to
bought
get
her?
the AIDS, honey, because he has the AIDS and she's taking pictures.
You know what Magic bought her? He bought her a dick sandwich. That's what he bought her.
I have a black girlfriend, and I said it's okay if you fuck another black guy. Just don't put pictures on the internet so people fuck with me. That's a racist now. That is a racist. A guy with a black girlfriend that he's cheating on his wife with, saying you can fuck other black guys, just don't put it on the internet. That's racism.
Listen, he doesn't know any better.
These are quotes.
He doesn't know any better, Doug Stanhope.
He doesn't know any better than to not fuck a black girl if you're a racist. If you're a racist, Donald, you get it wrong. You don't fuck black girls, and you don't say it's okay to fuck other black guys as long as you don't put it on the internet.
Did you see that shit we talked last time we talked about it? We brought up the fact that maybe he had Alzheimer's or something like that.
Oh, yeah,
Well, that's what they're trying to say now, that he has the early
Well, he's
stages
got cancer.
Yes.
Yeah, dementia.
So he forgot that he's dating a black girl.
No, well, that's the whole reason why the whole recording was being done in the first place. He can't remember the things he said. So part of her job, she actually works for him. Part of her job is that she's supposed to record his conversations so that he can talk about things and she could bring it up what he's already talked about. So he knows what he said. Apparently, he's like going mental.
Right,
Like
and then
his
so
mind
she
is mush.
releases the tapes.
What?
Sterling thinks
That's what she said. He said the opposite, evidently. I read the transcript because I don't have cable at my Airbnb, but my girlfriend pissed her bed, so we're even. It didn't hit the mattress.
It didn't.
I think it's a sad state. It's a sad state when you want to fucking shit on an old man who's alone in his home and everybody's going off on him. Everybody goes, "Oh, could you stick up for him? He's got all this money." He's an old man that wanted
It's
to
a
get
sad
some pussy.
state when
he said
people
some
are
stupid shit. He
being
didn't-
let off fucking death row only because of the Innocence Project clearing their name because they were black. They were convicted of shit and spending 20 years in prison. The justice system, fucking cops shooting black kids because they thought they had a gun. And that's not blowing up in the news. That's not trending on Twitter. A fucking old, feeble man going, fuck Michael Jordan or Magic Johnson.
No, I couldn't agree more. I mean, obviously in perspective, but the idea is, of course, we're paying attention to this guy because he's a billionaire. And because he owns a gigantic sports franchise. And he also made a shit fuck ton of money off of black people. And apparently he's not happy about black people banging his side piece. You know, the whole thing is hilarious that it's so mild, the things that he said, whether it's hold on a second, whether it's racist or not, so mild in the context that he said it in the comfort of his own home. There was no racial slurs.
Right.
There was nothing defamatory. There's no they're less than us. They're not white. They're not us.
I heard that he lent Jerry West the money to buy the Lakers. So that guy single-handedly is responsible for basketball in Los Angeles.
Well, he's a fucking rich dude. He's super successful, but he's a cunt. He's been a cunt forever. He's been racially discriminating against people that lived in his properties, but so have a million other people. He was 60 when the internet came out. I'm not sticking up for the guy. He ain't a great guy. I'm not. He ain't a great guy. He's not a perfect example of what an 80-year-old person who's learned from a lifetime of mistakes can be. He's not. He's an old billionaire. He wanted to get his dick sucked by some crazy bitch, so he talked a lot of shit. And we found out about it because it got out. It was a private thing.
How many people out there have that grandfather / uncle / guy that you listen to him at Thanksgiving dinner say way worse shit with the epithets, saying nigger and spick and everything, and y'all just go, "Do you want some more butternut squash, Uncle Harry?"
Especially
but the thing is, everything's going to be recorded. There's just recording devices everywhere.
Well, it's an example of what we're learning. We're learning.
It's very
about
Orwellian that we're going to have to just be constantly aware of what we're
The
saying.
police! Get out of my fucking head! All right, closer. Drop the headphones and leave.
You're voluntarily doing that by doing something like this, right? Like for 3 hours, you're giving up your thoughts. You know, I think there's not going to be any secrets. I think I'm going to go one further. There's not going to be any money because money is information. And money right now is just ones and zeros on a fucking website somewhere. I mean, that's what Bitcoin's going to be. That's what the money essentially that we have now that's not backed by gold. That's what it is.
The end of secrecy. Well, it's a bit I've never done enough hallucinogens to work out. But the fact that
it's coming.
The fact that you will never have a private thought.
Yeah, there's not going to be any private inner voice ever.
But you know what? I mean, we want to think of it as like everything that we experience in our lifetime is like a static thing that has to stay like this. But it never does. It never has. From the moment that some fucking weird little, sneaky little multi-celled thing crawled out of the ocean, it's never been the same. Everything keeps changing. It's going to keep changing. And what we're doing right now is we're figuring out new ways to not be able to hide shit, not be able to hide ideas, not be able to hide the very thoughts in your own fucking mind, not just what you say when you're trying to bang your side piece and she's recording you because your mind is mush.
That's the new coined term because of Donald Sterling.
It's not that's been around forever.
It's called side bitch now.
That's only in your circle.
Jesus, why are you so rude?
He's a misogynist.
I know. He got some porn star pussy at some point, and all of a sudden,
this is just indicative of some greater trend that's going on. And that greater trend is the access to information. That's what it is. So information, whether it's information like the idea that what you say in a room is just like there's an echo and it dies off. It's not going to die off anymore. There's not going to be an echo. There's going to be a recording. And it's going to change the very dimension that you exist in. The very world that you interface with is a completely different world now. And it's because the very things that come out of your mouth are no longer temporary. they're now resourceable. They're now researchable. You can go back and find them. You put them in a bank. You hold on to them. You have them on a phone. You have them in a database in Utah because the NSA has collected all your emails.
As long as there's celebrity, as long as there's a Donald Sterling that doesn't matter versus the cop who's caught on tape, hitting a fucking guy with a baton.
But they're getting in trouble too. I mean, the guy who just shot that 83-year-old lady, the 83-year-old lady, 93, crazy lady, had a gun, screaming and yelling. Guy came in and just unloaded on her, just pumped a fucking ton of bullets into her. And they're like, "What
every week? Every week,
they're like, what are you doing? You didn't just shoot the old lady once. You shot her. Like you shot a fucking dozen bullets in her direction or something crazy like that." I mean, it's not. It is every week, and it doesn't make sense, and it's not fair, and that is being exposed. Not as much as the people like the Donald Sterlings, but enough that you see a trend. If you just looked at it completely objectively outside the ideas of social justice, and just looked at it like, look at it like a scientific observation. If you look at it like that, you go, well, yeah, Mel Gibson got fucked over by some crazy cunt, and Donald Sterling, he's an old man.
But he's screaming, I hope you get raped by a pack of niggers.
Yeah.
No one's saying turn in your fucking SAG card.
Because they take it into account that he's a fucking entertainer, and they give him a little bit of slack. But stepping outside of the idea of justice.
He doesn't give black people hundreds of millions of dollars.
You're right.
Like Donald Sterling, who goes, please
I don't think you should quantify who's better. I don't think you should quantify who's better. I think what I look at it on, I try to not think of myself being connected. What would I do if I was an old crazy guy like Donald Sterling or Mel Gibson? I go, what's going on? What's going on is there's not going to be any secrets. Like, you better get used to it, because it slowly happens with a TMZ tape that the fucking mistress of Donald Sterling releases, or Mel Gibson's crazy rants, his racist rants at a cop, or whatever.
But when you're sitting in a cubicle and you went on a date with another guy in the office, and you're typing on Facebook going, he's fucking. He was kind of nice, but he's filthy and he has bad breath and he chews with his mouth open. All of a sudden, now you're reading that on Facebook about you. It's no longer TMZ about some celebrity. Now you're finding out the truth about how someone feels about you on the internet, and you go, oh my God, that's how people feel about me. I'm just a guy in another cubicle. Yeah, people find out shit about you without being famous. You're not famous, but you read, this is my cousin just said this about me in social networking, and now I know, no one has any secrets.
Yeah, well, it's a ripple effect. I mean, right now it's hitting the celebrities first, but it's gonna go deeper and deeper into the culture. There's no getting around it, man. It's like what we're experiencing now is not going to be what the future is. The future is going to be, we're going to be able to read each other's fucking minds. They're really close to it. They're coming up with technology on a day-to-day basis that is establishing the very steps to take to not just be able to send each other pictures or emails on a phone, but to be able to do it mind to mind. They're working on that. It's not like an impossibility. It's an inevitability. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take before the technology becomes viable. They're working on it. They're not going to, unless we get hit by an asteroid or invaded by aliens or we blow each other up in a nuclear war. It's coming.
Worst fear about reincarnation is, I'll be dead before that happens. Oh wait, I'll come back.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Well, not only that, what if they come up with something that fucking regenerates you? What if they come up with something like this mouse thing where they're injecting young mice blood into these mice and making the mice regenerate, and they're actually regenerating brain tissue and reversing the signs of aging? This is like legitimate scientific experiments they're doing on mice where they're showing that this is a potential like thing that might work on all mammals. It might not just only work on mice. It might be something they could do with anybody.
I saw this on Sullivan and Son. Hey, speaking of Sullivan and Son.
If they offered that to you, would you just assume, like, I'd rather not? I'd rather fucking go out in a blaze of camels and just keep it
He has to fucking... I just gave you an opening. You said before the show you need to mention Sullivan and Son.
They get older, their fucking prostates swell up. They have a very small little bladder. It's like a coin purse for a child.
You know what? I spent so much time dealing with my prostate one-on-one that...
One-on-one with two fingers or one? I mean... You using a glove, or are you
whatever
just going raw dog? You snip your nails? Do you file down the edges? Or are you just fucking crazy? Just go in there ragged with a coke nail. One of those fucking big ones from Dracula that's a silver with a
Pinky
tip
nail.
on the end.
Yeah.
I just tear up the inside of your asshole. And find my prostate and
Find
introduce
it.
it to a world of pain. Hellraiser style.
That last soliloquy of mine
Yeah, the last
that evidently didn't make sense to you. That was the eye roll.
No.
Is the reason I don't do podcasts by myself.
It makes sense. It makes sense.
Eventually, Joe Rogan has to frown on me, and I go, "Hey, that's an
With
hour."
neither one of us are I mean, there's no right or wrong. We're both making sense. You know, it's like there's a bunch of different points to this whole thing. You're absolutely right that it's one of the most minor forms of racism ever, where people are having this massive amounts of outrage. But people always have
He's
massive
fucking
amounts
a
of
black girl.
But people have massive amounts of outrage at anything a billionaire does, especially if that billionaire
No, they have
owns a
massive
bunch
amounts
of
of
black people.
outrage at what CNN tells them to be outraged about.
That's true too. But this is one of those things where if you have a billionaire who owns a bunch of black people's contracts, he owns a bunch of
Thank God there was a
teams.
parenthesis. that
If
was
he
my
owns-
tweet. I go, I want to buy the LA Clippers, but I don't have the money. But I think it would be racist to buy just one.
He owns.
At Doug Stanhope.
If you own a team, do you own the contracts? I mean, how do you own it? I mean, you own the business that's employing X amount of black people. There's a lot.
It's
of
interesting that guy is like this to see how the 1% lives. You know that this guy can like buy his chick a Ferrari. He doesn't care that it's he loses 2.5 million.
What is
He's
that?
getting his dick sucked. He looks
Chris
at people
Rock
like
bit.
plantation.
The Chris Rock bit was there's a difference between rich and wealthy. Shaq is rich. The guy that signs Shaq's check is wealthy.
That's a great bit.
It's
That's
fucking
a great
phenomenal.
bit. That's a great bit. I don't even think we could wrap our heads around the idea of the 1%. The real Rockefeller type money, that's been in their circulation of their family for fucking generation after generation. I think it's so insane. It's so decadent. I mean, the reason why we have these ideas about like skull and crossbones, the nepotism that these family fucking groups that get handed down. My son will be in skull and crossbones as well. And they all get together and they put on diapers and paddle each other and suck each other's dicks and take Polaroids of it, put it in a vault in the middle of fucking Yale, somewhere deep in the dungeon. I mean, that's because these guys have been in control of some ridiculous thing that they should have never had the power to wrap their fucking greedy little fingers around. Billions and billions and billions of dollars with no work at all. They were born into it. And they're born into this, and they're like, this is our legacy. We have to
It
protect
happens
this.
on every level of society.
Yep, it does. It does. Whenever someone has like a real solid,
You're a cab
control.
dispatcher, and you're going to give your friend that drinks with you the better fucking fare before. Everyone fucking does that.
yeah, but that's like a friendship thing. There's a difference between what that is.
Conspiracy theory naysayers. Yeah, conspiracy theories happen in this fucking room. People conspire against each other on some level.
Right, but on this guy's level, why is it such a
Well-
surprise to people that he looks at it like a plantation workers, that these are, his property? I think
Well, it's
probably
nothing-
a lot of billionaires have that attitude. That
He's
we're
nothing
just
compared
worker
to
bees,
same
they
way
own
Bundy
us.
Ranch
The
guy.
same way you bring openers in case Joey Diaz doesn't show up. Hey, you know what? You're lower than Joey Diaz, but you're here for a reason. That's the same kind of theory as, hey, you work for me.
What? Wait a minute.
Hang on, someone else make that make sense, because that does.
Hold on a second. You're saying to a guy that you're less than Joey Diaz. That's the same as the Donald
You
Sterling
own
guy
your
saying,
fucking openers. You're a plantation owner. You own your openers. To the extent that Donald Sterling does.
Oh, I see. I feel terrible now.
No, I'm saying he shouldn't feel terrible. He's paying the motherfuckers.
He's an old cunt. He's born in a different era.
And
The
that's
fucking
what Duncan Trussell
the
said to you behind
Honeymooners
your back.
was a great show. When he
I
was
should have
in
been
high
Joey
school.
Diaz the whole time.
Oh, that's funny.
You see
This is a-
this? You see
this-
this, Joe? John
this is a-
D. Rockefeller's worth $340 billion, not million, $1 billion.
That's the number one richest American of all
number
time.
one richest
But that
person.
guy's dead. That's not helping
But
him.
his family.
But John D. Rockefeller, when did he die?
He died in 1937.
Yeah,
I
that
think
doesn't
that's
count.
the point. No one cares.
It's such a baller. People
Can't
still
take that
talk
pussy
about him.
with you, said Tom Rhodes.
I was
Yeah.
talking to somebody a couple weeks ago, and every time I mentioned someone's name, the entertainer, the guy he was on the internet, and I think it's like networth.com. You can punch in anybody's name, and it says what their net worth is. It was
Yeah,
incredible.
no,
Have you
I
ever
looked
seen that?
myself
Who
up
the
to see if
fuck-
it was accurate.
Wait a minute. Who the fuck do you talk to that does that? If they do that, stop talking to
Stern
them.
talks about it all the time. Like,
It's such bullshit.
Well, why? First of all,
have you checked it?
No. Why would
Check
I-
it right now and see if it's close.
I don't even know. I
Like,
might
how
be
are
off
you
by
not-
a million.
But my cousin's
Check it.
I'm not even gonna.
My cousin's
See?
a cop in Florida, and
I
I
couldn't
got
care
to
less. I
drive
won't even
with
give
him
it any
one night.
attention.
But to see if it's accurate.
Why? The substantiated? Who cares?
why do
My
pe-
point is not whether or not it's accurate. My point is who the fuck you tell a guy's who you're talking about, and the guy immediately goes and checks his worth.
I'll tell you who
This
cares.
guy's a moron.
Do you want me to
S
tell it?
or V Stiviano cares, and her name's Vanessa. Stop saying V.
By
She-
the way, it's not even her name. Okay, it's a fake name. She got a bunch of aliases. dirty
either
little
way,
bitch.
but she branded herself as V Stiviano. Fuck you, you're a gold digging cunt. But we'll go with Vanessa.
Hey, she's a nice girl who has something to offer. Look, she's not carrying logs. She's not being a fucking woodcutter for the mill. Those guys don't want to be there either. She's sucking old rich guy dick.
She might start a
I
new
appreciate
industry.
a scam, but when you get busted at it, just say,
It's
yeah.
not a scam. Listen, in my opinion,
It is
it's a
a
noble
scam.
profession that's been around longer than any other profession.
And she's
going
to inspire
Not
a lot of
fucking
other
an
young
old
girls to
fucking
be
an old
whores.
guy.
Not
Not
fucking
fucking
an
them all
old
the time. Well, look, it's all about what they're worth. Look, if he was George Clooney, that chick would be fucking him all the time. But he's not. He's an 81-year-old bag of meat. He's an old, wrinkly coin sack filled with flesh and some shitty, hollow chicken bones that barely carry his old wounded hips around his fucking $1 million mansion. He's an old fuck, okay? And she fucks him when she has to fuck him. And no more and no less. And that's what the market dictates, okay? If it was George Clooney, if it was Chuck Liddell would fuck her anytime he wanted to. Because he's an animal and he's alive and he's still a man. This is a guy who's barely clinging on to the very cellular existence that he maintains in this dimension. His body's ready to tap the fuck out. So when she fucks him is when she fucks him. And that's the deal. You buy the Bentley, you pay the Ferrari, you take your fucking ride. And that's how the market's set. There's nothing wrong with what she's doing. There's nothing wrong with he's doing either. Both of them are doing fine work.
And then when you fucking tape record that guy for no reason just to fuck him over.
I don't think she tape recorded him to fuck him over. What I understand about this story is she let the tape recording out to fuck him over. But part of her job was to tape record him because the
Right,
dude's got
but
a
she
jello
let it
brain.
out.
Come on.
Yes.
I
Yeah.
would
She
think-
let it out, and then when she went on CNN
You're
like
right.
2 days later, and she was on there. No. I'm sorry. She did a fucking Barbara Walters interview. She's going to inspire young girls all over America to be fucking old
She's
guys. now.
branding
But
her
she-
own fucking
But so she
dumb
comes
caps.
out on Barbara Walters, and she says, "I'm Mr. Sterling's right arm." Right hand man. It's like, you whore, you have one line we've taught you to say to cover
We
this up.
woodshedded you on this one line.
She had one fucking line she was supposed to say for the news fucking sound bite, and she fucked it up.
Are you saying you did not look at that chick for a fraction of a second and sum her up completely, knowing what a horrible fucking LA gold digger, whatever label
She
you...
was fishing him the whole
Yes.
time.
Well, no doubt.
Yeah,
but
well,
it's like
Jay-
my old bit about Anna Nicole Smith and her fucking husband, J. Howard Marshall, that billionaire guy.
Are we all
that
doing
everybody
all
was
material?
like, no, but it's that the idea is that, well, of course, that's the deal. You're 90 fucking years old, and
that's
the girl's
the deal.
young. That's the deal.
She took it a step beyond
Yes.
the deal.
I 100%
Let me
agree.
fucking put Andy Andrus in the mix.
Look,
Yes,
she's-
to the point where you go, okay, you stepped over the fucking man boundary of what the line is. You don't tape me and then put that out there for no reason just to make me look like an asshole after the fact.
Yes, I agree with you. I think that she is a bad person. No
Right.
doubt about it.
No- and
no
no-
doubt about it. But also, he's a bad person. And who knows what fucking chaos she grew up with. And who knows what fucking shit he said that she didn't record. Who knows what the fuck their relationship is. But what I know is that, like vultures circling carrion, this is all over the news. I mean, we're in the middle of 2 fucking wars. You know, Russia is invading the Ukraine. We got all kinds of chaos all over the world. And everybody's focusing on nonsense.
Including us.
Including us.
Yeah, it's the 3-card Monty.
But what we're doing about the Ukraine. If the Ukraine had ass fucking, we'd be talking about it.
We're legitimate social commentators. In this day and age, we count as legitimate social commentators. We're doing our job to point out the fruitlessness of this pursuit.
Go out tomorrow and do something nice for someone you don't know. That's my
hug
point.
some fucking people. Have a barbecue.
Yeah, don't care. Don't even talk about Donald Sterling.
Buy that cave house in Bisbee so I don't. Move
know
in. Move in. Take those 35 acres.
If we could get 52 buyers 1 week a year.
That's what I'm talking about. A fucking timeshare in a cave in Bisbee.
I'm in for a week.
Call it the Mushroom Palace, where you just go to eat mushrooms and then just rent it out.
If we can make a legit
Are you
deal with the
smoking
police
cigarettes?
department.
No.
Yes,
Jesus,
he is.
Red
Stinky
Band.
bitch.
Come on.
If we can make it,
I have to, but
fucking
you
smoke cigarettes for 3 hours. What are you talking about?
I don't look
If we
over
can
there.
make a legitimate
That's
deal,
not part of the show. That's production.
if we can make a legitimate deal with the local government, just fucking, somebody we know becomes mayor and work something out. Some sort of an on-it shamanic retreat down in Bisbee, Arizona.
If you're mayor, you're a target.
We have a nice little underground tunnel somewhere near
I
a
told
cave.
you off the
Somebody has a cave.
I told you
something.
off the air stories. I told you 3 of them about how great Bisbee is, and I'll tell you the 4th one after we're off.
This
the
is
air.
what we do. We get someone on your death pool to be the mayor, and we replace him with the most likely candidate every year. So we constantly
There's
got
no
mayors that are
celebrities in
dying
Bisbee.
off. Not now, but you had fucking Jake LaMotta in your living room, dude. I saw the pictures.
It's not dead yet.
That's what I'm talking about. Jake LaMotta as mayor of Bisbee. You follow what I'm saying? It's perfect. And then who's his vice president? Wayne Newton. Shit, somebody else that's ready to fucking go.
We've talked about it. You need to. It's
Depp.
not the mayor. It's
Johnny
the
Depp.
sheriff.
You partying with
The
Johnny Depp, or
sheriff
is that a fake Johnny Depp? Is that a real Johnny Depp? Who's that guy over your house?
I'll say.
Whatever.
I'll tell you another time. Oh, yeah.
Oh shit!
It's a real
Okay.
dog.
Oh shit. Okay. So forget about Johnny Depp partying at your house. Let's there's people that we could have that could be mayoral candidates. We'll work something out. We got a little utopia going on here, but it's a bit of a shell game. It's a bit of a shell game.
Right
We're
now,
gonna keep it moving.
It's utopia for me. Maybe you move in, all the fucking vultures follow you. It was so nice
How
till Rogan
dare
moved
you.
in and
How
ruined the
dare you.
neighborhood.
Everybody started crossfitting. They all started running up hills with sandbags. They're all
Getting
drinking
their blood mixed.
ionized water and fucking getting vampire blood.
Yeah. Kettlebell Boulevard.
I like the idea.
I met Steve Byrne the other night.
He's a great guy. I heard that Tom Rhodes.
Hey, he's got a sitcom, doesn't he?
On a TV show that Tom Rhodes.
Steve
is on.
Byrne. I'm at a place now where I've met so many comics over the years, and I've been kind of away from them for 10 years. That when I met Steve Byrne, and I assumed I knew him, and he's like, "Oh, it's so nice to meet you," and I'm like, "Don't we already know each other? Because you're so familiar." And I was in a drunken state.
Wait a
Tom
minute.
saw me there.
This fucking story just got shady.
Right.
I'm not buying this at all.
Well, it's like Amy Schumer. I don't know if I assume I've met her because she looks familiar and now she's famous. So I just assume we probably met at a festival somewhere because
Right.
she got famous like
On the sneak tip.
early after me, like after my career. She was so I go. We probably met at Montreal. So Steve Byrne, he's like, "No, I've never met you," and I'm like, maybe I'm just drunk. I thought I did." So I saw you there.
Yeah, I saw you at the Improv, and Steve Byrne was there also. This is what, Saturday night?
Yeah,
And
I'm
he-
screaming drinks for all my friends or whatever.
Steve Byrne, I have a lot of friends who have television shows, like good friends of mine, and I've never been on them. Steve is a guy I know. He's a friend, but not like a really good friend. That Saturday night, you were plastered, and then you left, and then I was talking to him, and he's, "When are you leaving town?" I'm like, "Wednesday." He goes, "Oh, that's great. We tape on Tuesdays, and there's a role that will be perfect for you." He goes, "You got a second?" Pulls out his phone, calls his executive producer, gets off the phone, and goes, "We rehearsed Monday and film Tuesday."
And the role
So
is
I
a
went by
part-
there. I went by
I
there.
met him first that night. I got nothing.
Well, the role was a part of a road comic that sucks his cock. It's a very complicated piece. That,
Back to the front desk guy blowing you for material. Jesus Christ!
I could have had my teeth removed.
How did?
and scene. This is the end. We ran out of
My
time. 3 hours.
only
We did a
friend,
500th
end.
podcast. This is
Wow,
it.
500.
You gentlemen were the part of the 500th.
You ever
It's
done
beautiful.
500 times 3 hours just to see what that?
I don't think it really is 3 hours. 'Cause I think a lot of them are 2, but most of them are 3. The majority of them, probably like 80%.
This
are
is
3.
the end.
This is the end.
I gotta
My
catch a flight.
only friend. Where you going, bitch?
Asia.
How dare you?
Went to Asia for a month.
How dare you, Tom Rhodes?
I'm going to Hawaii. Maybe we'll be on the same flight.
That makes sense. They're
have a
going the
layover?
same direction.
No.
Layover in Honolulu. Where you going to Hawaii? You doing gigs?
No,
You ever do a gig?
Mileage grab.
I need to
Yeah,
do
last time I was.
You met a front desk
Last
guy
time
that
I was
blew
doing
you, and
a
you
mileage
going back
grab.
to see him.
I go through Hawaii and I just tweeted, "Hey, I'm going to Hawaii. Set me up with a gig, anyone." And within I think 12 hours, it was done.
Wow.
Well,
And so I tried it again with I didn't actually tweet it this time. I went back to the same guy. Well, Eddie Ift is there that night. We got
that's
Eddie
because
Ift.
they saw your council meeting. They saw that.
Well, no, I'm going to see Eddie Ift. Hey, here's my plug. Well, I have some dates coming up in Seattle and Portland and shit in June. Go to my website. But go see Eddie Ift in Honolulu on Saturday night.
See me in Seoul, Korea
this
next
Saturday?
week.
This Saturday coming up?
Yeah. I don't know what that date is.
Well, just Google it. Make sure
Yeah,
the
Google
date's
it.
correct.
I'll be seeing Eddie Ift.
There you go, ladies
I'll
and
be
gentlemen.
in the audience. Happy to be there.
Tom Rhodes is _ Tom RHODES. Whoever the fuck this original Tom Rhodes is that got it.
I don't know. I remember you told me once.
Give it up.
You go. You shouldn't use underscore. No one
It's hard
can figure out where
hard
to find
you.
underscore.
I had a hard time finding you.
I said
I
that.
said, I don't want anyone to follow me who can't find underscore.
I said that about both of you recently on a podcast. Like, why don't you have your fucking audience go after whoever has Tom Rhodes, JoeRogan.com and fucking just assassinate him until he gives up the website.
He's a nice old dude who happens to be older than me, and he's been Joe Rogan longer than I have. But
Fuck him.
He wanted to sell it to me. He wanted to sell it to me, but he wanted a lot of money.
TomRhodes.com gave me TomRhodes.net.
That's glorious.
Said all I had to do was give him free tickets for life whenever I played in Dallas.
That's actually
and
pretty
he's a
badass.
real estate guy in Dallas.
Oh, that's
Yours
cool.
yours is a real estate guy too.
Mine's a real estate
Fuck
guy. in
real estate.
Boise, Idaho.
Kill the
Fuck-
landlords.
Fuck property. Fuck property. Fuck property
Except for
rights.
the cave house.
Except for the cave house.
That only takes bitcoins.
That's the shamanic center. Once we get the fucking raging bull to be the mayor, we have the whole rules changed. That's it. This podcast is over. This has been the 500th one. We thank you very much for all of it. It's been it's ridiculous. We started out in a living room just fucking around with a laptop, and now it's become something that's completely out of our hands. It's on you guys as much as it is me. And I appreciate the fuck out of all of you. And I can't say anything without sounding rehearsed and insincere, but I couldn't be more honest about it.
You sound so Ting and LegalZoom to me.
Well, LegalZoom is next. Go to LegalZoom.com, use the code word Rogan, save yourself some money. Go to Rogan.ting.com, save $25.
Go to
Said it.
LegalZoom
Said it.
and use the password Norm.
500 episodes, you dirty fucks. We appreciate
That's such
you
a wicked
very
inside
much.
joke that if anyone gets it, I'll
Yes.
give you a free ticket.
Doug Stanhope, ladies and gentlemen, go to DougStanhope.com and leave your feces in brown paper bags.
212 Van Dyke.
In E-form.
Bisbee, Arizona,
Yeah, go visit him.
85603.
He doesn't believe people visit him, but people, please visit him just once. For once in your life. Follow his schedule. Find out the days that are off. Email him. He'll email you back. Show up and bring beef jerky. We love the fuck out of you. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye. Much love. You got something to say?
Friday, we'll be in Vegas with Tony Hinchcliffe and Sarah Tiana.
Friday, Vegas, go. It's at a pool hall, too. Bring your chalk. Chalk there is very slippery.
Yeah, right.
Good pool player.